Thank you to D&M Pizza for sponsoring programming on WARA. 3 generations of the Stathakis family has been proudly serving the Attleboro community. Pizza, subs, and traditional pasta dishes using fresh ingredients since 1985. Whether you need a single meal or catering for your event, D&M has options for you. They are open Monday through Friday from 11 to 9 p.m. and Saturdays and Sundays, noon to 9 p.m. Located at 290 County Street, you can contact them at 508-226-2355.
Good morning and welcome to this double ACS 96 Sports presentation, also on the double ACS YouTube channel. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan, Noah Jones running our graphics. Jim Jones is the engineer in charge. Today, a big Elite 8 MIAA Division I softball matchup as the Attleboro Blue Bombardiers host the Bishop Feion Trojans.
No.
Bridgewater-Raynham Trojans. Wow, Attleboro beat Bishop Feion in the round of 16.
Yes, they are done.
Yes, Bridgewater-Raynham beat Methuen by the score of 11-2 in the round of 16 last Thursday night to get to this Saturday morning game at Attleboro. Attleboro with a record of 16-6 overall, 11-5 in the Hockomock League, and the Hockomock League doing great in Divisions 1, 2, and 3 in the playoffs. Bridgewater-Raynham comes in with a record of 14-7, and they've been on a run lately.
No, they've been on a run. They're a very good team, and it is remarkable how close these two teams are, statistically speaking. You know, Bridgewater-Raynham has a slight edge in batting average and on-base percentage. Attleboro has the slight edge in home run numbers. There's a slight statistical edge in pitching. When I say slight, Paul, I mean we're talking the difference of a 359 batting average to a 348 batting average. I mean, it is that slight. Both teams are very good. Well coached and disciplined.
And strong defensively.
Yes.
And again, Attleboro was the number 3 seed. That's why they're playing at home. This will be their last home game of the season, win or lose. Bridgewater-Raynham ranked number 6th in Division I via the power rankings. And the Boston Globe, in their May 27th feature on softball, has Bridgewater-Raynham ranked number 8th. All divisions in all of Eastern Mass. Attleboro ranked 9th. So again, they have these teams incredibly.
Send an email to the Boston Globe
about
that. Oh, and I should open up my apologies to any Bridgewater-Raynham fans listening. I know the Attleboro team a lot better than the Bridgewater-Raynham team. I've covered them, and we try really hard to call it down the line, down the middle. But sometimes my emotions take over, as I do have a player on the team for Attleboro. So
and both teams
throw it out there, disclaimer.
Both teams very strong defensively. I had nothing to do Thursday afternoon, and I'm a Bridgewater State College grad, so I drove down to my alma mater, toured the campus, looked at the old sights and sounds of my college campus, and then went over to the Bridgewater-Methuen round of 16 game, which Bridgewater-Raynham won 11-2. Both teams very strong defensively, Attleboro and Bridgewater-Raynham.
Yeah, no, it's Bridgewater-Raynham coming in with a .955 fielding percentage, just 23 errors on the season. Attleboro's fielding percentage .938. They have made 40 errors. They played one more game, but as someone pointed out, you know, when were the errors committed to? So so both teams good. Attleboro's catching has thrown out 8 would-be base stealers. Bridgewater-Raynham has thrown out 2 would-be base stealers. So there's pluses and minuses for both teams, and I don't think I've seen a game as statistically even as these two coming in.
Bridgewater-Raynham is coached by Michael Carrozza, who's been in charge of Bridgewater-Raynham. Kevin, he's gone 27 years without a promotion.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He's been the head coach of Bridgewater-Raynham 17 times in those 27 years. They've reached at least the quarterfinals of the playoffs. They won a state title in 2014. Attleboro coached by Mark Homer in his 11th year in the dugout. He's assisted by Michaela Lynch, who's been with him all 11 years. Also, Brenna Morse, Drew Fernberg, and then these 2 names that I can't read my writing.
The Woytons, Jules Woyton, Amy Kirby, and did you mention Brenna Morse?
Yes, I did.
Okay, good.
And I did mention that Brenna Morse, who coaches first base, a much better fielder in the first base coaching box than head coach Mark Homer is in the third base coaching box.
Mark just kind of gives it a flailing effort. Nah, I'm good.
Coach Carrozza for the Trojans is assisted by Gary Schwartz and Jordan Wade. And it should be a good one. Jenna Callahan is going to start for the Bombardiers, a right-handed pitcher. When she doesn't pitch, she plays shortstop. And Lola Ronayne, who is their outstanding shortstop, also a pitcher. And Kaylee Magnum, the sophomore at second base, she's a very effective pitcher as well.
Very effective, and all three in the game. They haven't done the rotation, but as a fan, I would be comfortable with all three of them pitching in this game.
And again, Bridgewater-Raynham features two pitchers. Number 5, Maddie McEwen. They have 3 Madisons, Bridgewater-Raynham, in their starting lineup. A name that didn't exist until the movie Splash in 1984.
Exactly. That's not really a name. And then all of a sudden it was a name.
Now it's everywhere.
Daryl Hannah and Tom Hanks making it a name in 1982.
I have a I have a grand niece who my sister's, her son and his wife, they wanted to name their daughter after a dead white president, but there were too many Madisons, so they named her McKinley.
Oh, okay.
That's a true story. But for Jenna Callahan on the year, 12 wins, 5 losses, allowed only 45 earned runs. She has struck out 85 batters in 100 innings pitched. She's walked 27, 3.15 ERA, but Kevin's only concerned with a 1.53 whip.
And which has improved in their 2 playoff starts to a 1.25 whip. Walks, hits divided by innings pitched. Got to keep those walks down. She's going to do a little trouble against Weymouth, shaking off some rust, walking the lead off. And what happens when you walk lead off? 75% of the time, they come around to score.
Here comes Claire Roy, junior leadoff hitter. Their first 3 batters are left-handed. She is a slap hitter, fouls that off to the left. 0-1 is the count to Claire Roy, also an outstanding fielder in right field.
Claire coming in, hitting .468 on the season, .549 on base percentage, 16 RBIs, worked 13 walks as well. And she gets on, she has 8 stolen bases.
Low and outside, 1 ball, 1 strike to Claire Roy. She'll be followed by Chloe Martin, the junior second baseman, and Avery Ehrlichman, the junior first baseman. All left-handed batters, all captains. Callahan sets. Ground ball, foul ball to Graziosi at third base. Count is 1-2. Freshman Raina Bennett is catching. Sophomore Avery Graziosi is at third base. Junior Lola Ronayne with 33 career home runs, more than 100 career RBI. She's committed to UMass Amherst as a shortstop. Super sophomore Kaylee Magnan is at second base. The outfield left to right, Sophie Borges, Nina Sullivan, and Savannah Bodecker. Called strike 3.
And just to finish your thought, Paul, Jackie Fasante playing first base.
Yes, thank you. Sorry.
No problem.
Sorry, Jackie.
And a nice pitch on the inside corner. Gets the slap hitter, Claire Roy. First strikeout of the game for Callahan.
This brings up Chloe Martin, the junior second baseman.
Ooh,
first pitch swinging, slaps it down the left field line.
Single.
This could be 2 bases, but no, Sophie Borges is there quickly. And a base hit to left field. First pitch swinging. There goes the no-hitter.
And for Martin, she was hitting .358 with a .482 on base percentage. She has also swiped 3 bases on the year.
This brings up Avery Ehrlichman, the junior first baseman. Avery with a .443 average, .512 on base percentage. She's tied for the team lead with 26 RBI. Also 11 walks, 6 doubles, a triple.
And a home run.
And she had a single and a double against Methuen in their round of 16 win. Looks at ball 1 high.
Yeah, 5 home runs. Five team home runs for Bridgewater-Raynham.
She's missing outside.
Nope, caught the corner.
Oh, 1 ball, 1 strike. Thank you.
No problem. Right on the edge of the black, and it could have been high, could have been on the outside corner, but he called it at the letters and on the corner.
There's a shot to right center field. Sullivan on the run, makes a diving catch. Nina Sullivan. That gets a star in the score sheet. And again, we are contractually obligated to state that Nina Sullivan is the greatest center fielder in the history of Attleboro softball.
Yeah, covering 3 centuries now. Nina Sullivan, the best center fielder ever from Attleboro High School for the senior going to Bryant University.
And this brings up Sam Clay, the first right-handed batter in the order. She's the cleanup hitter, the only senior in the starting lineup, an outstanding defensive catcher as well.
To pitch her carefully, Paul. She does lead the team with 3 home runs, but not only that, she's hitting .367 with a .493 on base. She has 26 RBIs, but has also worked 15 walks on the year, so she's patient at the plate.
0-1 looks at strike 1. That's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to the right-handed hitting Samantha Clay.
Good spot there for Callahan, trying to work her outside. You want to test some things. What can you get the other team to bite on? That one purposely outside, maybe not that far outside she wanted, but definitely was trying to work her away. She brought it back just a little bit there, caught the corner. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes to the number 4 hitter.
Attleboro's first playoff game against Weymouth, they had an 11-day layoff from the end of their regular season. Jenna struggled to find the corners in the first couple innings, and there's called strike 3. And then she really came on from the 3rd inning on against Weymouth, and she's been locked in since then. So for Bridgewater-Raynham, no runs on 1 hit, no Attleboro errors, 1 runner left on base. No score after a half inning. We'll be back with the bottom of the first on AACS 96 Sports.
Timeout.
All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the MIAA and the Massachusetts Secondary Schools Athletic Directors Association.
They pulled a fast one on us.
They have decided to change the starting pitcher. Welcome back to AACS 96 Sports. We were under the impression that freshman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 7's in for pitching. Nope, thank you.
Carly McEwen was going to pitch, but they're going to start Madison Delano, who pitched 4 no-hit innings in their round of 16 victory over Methuen, and she's a teammate of your daughter Jenna.
Yeah, they play for the Fury in the summertime. They'll be teammates next weekend in not next weekend, 2 weekends in Pennsylvania, as they assume the pitching role. So good friends there. And I think that was just a little bit of gamesmanship, I think, by Carlota. Nothing against McEwen. Delano statistically is just 87 innings to 44 innings. So he's assumed the lion's share of the pitching this year. Delano 10-4 with a 4.01 ERA and a 1.63 WHIP. 93 strikeouts, Paul, in 87 innings. So just over a strikeout an inning. 46 walks. So maybe Attleboro needs a little bit more patience at the plate. But I'm not surprised. That's just probably a fast one at the little coaches' games. I think that works more with the media at the professional level than it does. High schoolers don't care. They probably didn't even know who was pitching.
Jenna Callahan will lead off for the Bombardiers. We'll give you the Trojans' defense in just a moment. Jenna having an outstanding season, hitting .592, .652 on base percentage. Swinging at the first pitch, foul down the left field line. Well struck. Jenna has 9 doubles. 3 triples, including a 2 RBI triple and the 7-1 victory over Bishop Feehan in the round of 16. 4 home runs. She scored 38 runs on the year to lead the team. 0-1 to Jenna.
Maybe a little over anxious on that one. There was a little up and a little bit of late swing. Hit it well, but foul.
Squares to bunt. She offered strike 2. The catcher is the senior Clay, the sophomore Cross at third base. Maynard, the outstanding shortstop, made a great diving catch against Methuen in the round of 16. Martin at second, Ehrlichman at first. The outfield left to right, O'Keefe, Morelli, and Roy in right field. Ground ball slowly hit, just foul. Count remains 0-2 to Jenna.
Callahan protecting there, 0-2, just skirted the line, but definitely foul. But good hustle by Callahan out of the box. You never know, especially on a dirt field. Could hit a rock, it could hit something to kick it fair, and all it has to do is touch the line for it to be a fair ball.
0-2 is the count. Is it Delano or Delano? Delano, thank you. My apologies to Maddie or Madison. Just a bit high. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Trying to climb the ladder there, and does.
Jenna has 15 walks on the season, second behind only Lola Ronayne, who has 16, but a bunch of those were intentional walks to Lola.
3 or 4, 4 or 5 of them, actually.
Fly ball to left field, coming in, making the catch on the run is O'Keefe. 1 up, 1 down.
Nice catch, as you mentioned, Paul, by Maddie O'Keefe in left field. Got a good jump on it. Playing the person not to necessarily have opposite field power, was in a few steps from the fence and made a nice catch on the run.
Here's the right-handed batting Raina Bennett, the freshman catcher. which has allowed them to put catcher Nina Sullivan in right field and catcher center field and Savannah Bodeker in right field. Ball one high to Bennett, right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher.
And we saw that play out to Attleboro's benefit against Bishop Feehan when there was a single to the fence, and Bodeker, a catcher, was able to get fire into the infield, get the girl from Bishop Feehan in a rundown, and ultimately turned a double into an out.
Yep. Just missing inside, 2-0. Yes, and I watched that last night. I have the official scoring on that play, the double to right field. It was 9-6 to 5 to 6 to 5 to 4 to 6. Lola Ronayne made the tag at third base.
Bennett hit 368 on the air with knuckleball outside. Yeah, so sorry, Paul.
Oh, no.
Knuckleball outside, 2-1. And again, you have to ask yourself, and as a freshman, you got to understand when the count's 2-0, 3-1, 3-0, that's not your pitch. Right. Let it go for a strike. It's tempting, but
Raynham with a big smile on her face as she knew she got fooled that time. Same pitch, blasted into left field for a base hit. Bounces off the chest of O'Keefe, but she controls it. Base hit to left field for Raina Bennett, the freshman.
There was an old line in WWF programming. She went to the well once too often on that one.
This brings up Lola Ronayne. Last year as a sophomore, she was the HockomockSports.com underclassman of the year with a .507 average, 36 hits, 17 homers, 6 doubles, a triple, 51 RBIs last year. She's got 41 so far this year. Ball outside to Lola. She's committed to UMass Amherst, and she's only a junior.
Only a junior, and Lola's on the year, hitting 500, 12 home runs, actually 42 RBIs. I made a mistake on that, my notes, but it is 42 RBIs. But also a great on-base percentage at almost 600, 596. And now Lola's in a hitting count. They do a back pick on Bennett back at first base. Close play, but she gets back safely.
Lola had 4 home runs as a freshman, 17 as a sophomore, and 12 more this year?
12 more this year. Oh, I love how the 2 games in a row now, the base umpire has been positioned between first and second. I like that positioning.
Nope, no flinch. Fouled back, 2-1. I think that's a much better position. Again, I was at the Bridgewater-Raynham game, and the base umpire, when there was a runner on first, was behind shortstop.
Yeah, you see that in baseball too.
You're almost 90 feet away. The home plate umpire is literally closer to first. I like it much better when the base umpire is on the right side of the infield.
And I like them back on the grass, and then you can work around the right fielder.
Right.
Instead of trying to work around the infield and the outfield.
We'll get to our umpiring crew in a second. It's a good one. High, 3-1.
Bennett
Runner is going. Safe at second. A face-first slide and got her hand in just before the tag by Maynard, the outstanding shortstop.
And for Raina, that's her 5th stolen base on the year. The fleet of foot catcher, now 3-1. Savannah Bodeker, maybe the hottest hitter on the team, sits on deck.
3-1 to Lola. That's ball. Oh, took a little something off that. Swing and miss. Gets a full count.
Something you don't see too often, just a straight swing and miss out of Ronayne.
Yeah, again, last year she only had 7 strikeouts and 88 plate appearances. This year, similar numbers.
1.
Wow, 1 strikeout all year.
1 strikeout all year.
2 strikeouts this season. A fastball up in the zone from Madison Delano. 2 outs, runner in scoring position.
For Savannah Bodeker, is going to average up to 290 with a 375 on base percentage, 11 RBIs. But Paul, in the 2 playoff games, 800 with an 875 reach base, a double, 4 RBIs, 6 run scores, and she's been hit by 2 pitches.
And her run scored against Feehan, a great hook slide at home plate to score a run in that game. Looks at ball 1 high and away. Our home plate umpire is Steve Megardishian. Played his high school sports for Cranston West. The base umpire is Joe Montero, who played his high school football sports at Case High School, played against my big brother John in the fall of 1970. Ball high.
Delano trying to work Bodeker high. Again, it's tough to lay off the high stuff. Bodeker doing a nice job on the first 2 pitches at 2-0.
I'll tell you the motivational film the Bodeker family was watching before the game in just a second. High pitch, lofted to left field. Will it stay in play? Foul ball. We're not going to call that an error because that was far more than a routine effort, but it's a long strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Again, it's an unfamiliar field for O'Keefe, the left fielder.
The fence does jut out a little bit, so she was juggling the fence as well as the actual fly ball itself while trying to catch it on the run. Would have been a spectacular play, but it's tough when the fence doesn't move and you are.
Right. Very light breeze blowing out towards left field. Count is 2-1 to Savannah Bodecker. Swing and a miss. Again, that's the pitch. He takes a little something off. A lot of spin on that ball. 2-2.
Delano, again, has had the opportunity to witness her pitching a few times in past summers. A very good pitcher, controls the game very well, and changes her speeds very well.
High pitch, fouled again to the left.
Ooh, right up against the fence. It may have hit the net
hit
on
the
the way
netting,
down.
yes.
It did, okay.
Count remains 2-2 again. Coach Carrazzo, and this was an hour before the game, they had McEwen listed as a starting pitcher, but at some point between now and then decided to change the lineup and start Delano.
Yep.
And again, 4 no-hit innings for Delano against Methuen in the round of 16. 2-2 to Savannah. Again, the high pitch lofts that foul. Count remains 2-2. Savannah's older sister, Lily, went to Grove City College. She's getting married this August, but she was the libero for Attleboro's volleyball team, I believe in 2020, the first Attleboro volleyball team to ever make the playoffs. So for motivation, they showed, the Bodecker family showed the last 2 minutes of that game, their win over Mansfield, to advance to the playoffs. They've since become a power. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 strikeouts that inning for Delano. For the Bombardiers, just like for the Trojans in the first inning, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base after 1 full no score on AACS 96 Sports.
Thank you to D&M Pizza for sponsoring programming on WARA. 3 generations of the Stathakis family has been proudly serving the Attleboro community. Pizza, subs, and traditional pasta dishes using fresh ingredients since 1985. Whether you need a single meal or catering for your event, D&M has options for you. They are open Monday through Friday from 11 to 9 p.m. and Saturdays and Sundays, noon to 9 p.m. Located at 290 County Street, you can contact them at 508-226-2355.
Thank you to Barrows Insurance for sponsoring programming on WARA 1320 AM. Barrows Insurance, a third-generation agency, has been proudly serving southeastern Massachusetts since 1977. They pride themselves on their relationship with clients, helping them find coverage to fit their needs. Barrows has access to insurance carriers across New England and the U.S. They'll get you coverage on everything from cars and homes to businesses. You can contact Barrows Insurance at 508-339-7260 or visit them online at barrowsins.com.
Welcome back to AACS 96 Sports. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin. That's going to leave a mark. Callahan. Noah Jones is running our graphics. Jim Jones is the engineer in charge on a beautiful, bit cloudy Saturday morning here in the campus of Attleboro High.
You know, as a player back in the, I never mind playing in cloudy weather. Better than the sun with no clouds, no risk of a ball being lost in the sun, and you got the yellow ball here in softball, so you pick it up easy.
Ball one outside to Madison Delano, the junior pitcher.
Hitting .368 on the air, Paul, with a .410 on base percentage. Has 4 doubles to her credit, as well as a home run,
and 17 runs knocked in. Called strike right on the outside corner. Jenna loves to live in the corners, changes speeds a lot. Not an overpowering pitcher, but she keeps the batters on their toes.
No, most effective when she's moving the ball in and out.
Takes something off that, lofted to right field. Bodecker is back. Savannah Bodecker makes the catch, moving away from home plate. Well hit by Delano, but a long out.
Bodecker had that first good step, and it was back.
Yep.
As you try to teach any and all outfielders, and then was just able to track it. Not sure. I know if I was out there as a parent, I would be helping her. You got room. Looking at a quick glance, I'm sure some of the Attleboro parents may have been helping her out there as well.
Ella Maynard is up, the sophomore flex player, with a base hit into left field. Second hit of the game for the Trojans. First pitch swinging.
For Maynard, her 20th hit of the year, raising her .339 average in the process.
This will bring up Maddie Morelli, the junior center fielder. Morelli with a .403 on base percentage, 7 runs knocked in, 11 walks on the year. She scored 19 runs. Ball 1 to the left-handed batting. Morelli.
She's showing bunt. Attleboro charging both corners. Magnan was getting over the first. Important here, I saw Ronayne covering second, so important for Borges and or Callahan to cover third and not leave that open.
Squares to bunt. Offers, fouls away. The count is 1-1. Bennett, the freshman, is the catcher. Graziosi, the sophomore, at third. Ronayne, the junior, at short. Sophomore Magnan at second base. Jackie Fasante, the junior, at first. And the outstanding defensive outfield, left to right, Sophie Borges, Nina Sullivan, and Savannah Bodeker, all with outstanding arms and all with good range. Slap hitting into left field for a base hit.
Oh, she threw it away.
And they could have had the play at second, but the throw gets away. So that's going to have to go as an E7.
Yeah. Weirdly, it's a fielder's choice center left fielder.
Yep.
Safe at first, safe at second on an error by Borges and left, and the runner advanced to third on the same error in Morelli. And I think Borges, what she did there, she just rushed herself.
Yep.
Because Maynard went back thinking the ball was going to get caught by Ronayne. So
Yep.
just rushed themselves, second and third, 1 out.
Ball low and away to Gabby Cross, the sophomore third baseman, wearing number 8.
13 RBIs on the year, go along with 5 doubles for Cross. Infield in, all around.
Just missing 2-0. 2 runners in scoring position, 1 out, top of the second.
1-1.
1-1, sorry. Thank you.
Infield will look to hold Maynard at third and get the out at first.
Graziosi well in at third. Swing and a miss at a ball low in the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Little pepper on that pitch.
A little bit of a drop, too, on it, and Cross steps out, takes a deep breath to reset herself, takes the bunt off, so they move Graziosi back a little bit, as they do with Fasante as well at first.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Attleboro for the 3 seniors on the team. Callahan, Nina Sullivan, and
Borges.
And Sophie Borges. They had their graduation ceremony last night.
Yeah, great ceremony.
Bridgewater-Raynham graduated last weekend. They have 2 seniors in their roster, Clay and Kat Lemieux. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout for Jenna Callahan. Pitch in the outer half of the plate. 2 outs.
A huge out there, and now Maddie O'Keefe, the left fielder, has already made a nice play on the day. She comes in with a .328, Paul, with a .400 on base. She also has 4 steals. Looks like Coach Carrazza kind of utilizing that 9 spot as like a double leadoff.
Yeah. Ball high and outside. 1-0 to Maddie O'Keefe.
Not knowing Bridgewater-Raynham, keep an eye on Maynard at third. Every once in a while you see a trick, maybe try to do a delayed steal of home if they can catch Attleboro napping.
1-0's the count. Callahan, the righty. Ground ball to Ronayne. Fields it short. Across the diamond in time, and Attleboro escapes the threat. 6-3 if you're scoring at home.
And why wouldn't you be?
Attleboro preventing Bridgewater-Raynham from scoring, but no runs for Bridgewater-Raynham. They now have 2 hits. 1 Attleboro error, and the Trojans have left 2 runners on base. We head to the bottom of the second inning, no score.
Yeah, good comeback inning for Jenna, and now Attleboro stepping up to the plate.
Thank you to Butler Tire Sales for sponsoring programming on WARA. Butler Tire Sales on Route 1 in North Attleboro is a full-service tire seller and auto repair shop. They're a 60-year, third-generation business founded by Austin Butler in 1965. They have a selection of new tires to choose from. Butler Tire Sales open weekdays from 8 to 4. You can contact them at 508-695-0681 or visit them at 404 East Washington Street in North Attleboro.
Welcome back to AACS 96 Sports. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Kevin, you made an outstanding comment, but of course it was during the commercial break.
That's where I say all my best material. Utilize all my best material. Both teams are very deep hitting. There's no surefire out in either team's lineups, 1 through 9. Good contact hitters on both teams, and both teams can hit anywhere in the order and hit effectively. And the on-base percentages, again, are just through the roof as a team. Attleboro 427, Bridgewater-Raynham 442.
Wow.
Only a 15-point difference through 21 or 22 games.
Sophie Borges coming up to the plate for the Bombardiers, moving up to the cleanup position today. Excuse me, Savannah Bodecker. No,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Sophie Borges, the number 5 spot in the order.
All your material was right. It was just out of order.
Yes, swing and a miss, and Madison Delano has had luck up in the zone early against the Bombardiers.
So a good rise
Or
ball
skill.
there, and Attleboro has been going at it early. Let's see if there's any adjustments. Sophie again coming in, not again, first time, 353 on the air.
There's that
knuckle.
change-up or knuckler, slow roller, bobbled by Delano, gets it to first base in time. 1-3 if you're scoring at home. That's the 3rd time she's thrown that pitch. It's been very effective for her.
Yeah, Attleboro, they should be talking on the bench right now. Anytime you see something just a little bit different, talk, and then talk to each other about what adjustments you need to make. Keep your hands back.
Yep.
Even if the hits are coming through, you can still attack the ball with your hands and punch a base hit through the infield.
Sophomore Kaylee Magnan, second baseman today. She also pitches .291 on base percentage. Looks at ball 1 high.
In the 2 playoff games, Kaylee's hitting .625 with a double and 5 RBIs.
Yeah, Kaylee had a RBI double to left center field in the 6th inning of their 7-1 victory over Fian. Fouled back.
You wouldn't have flinched on that one.
1-1 is the count.
Bridgewater-Raynham game changer camera may have taken a direct hit.
Yeah.
Get a good view of the third baseman in left field for Bridgewater maybe now instead of a home plate.
Kevin and I, we always have a contest who flinches more on fouls back to the backstop. Squaring to bunt way up in the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's, again, when you bunt, you start your bat at the top of the zone and never, ever, ever, ever move your bat up to bunt a softball.
And she was bunting a rise ball, so as the ball is going up, you're going to bunt the bottom. What happens when you hit bunt the bottom? You pop it up.
1-2 is the sun coming out here on the campus of Attleboro High. High. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I think I just heard Coach Morse yell, no, on that pitch.
Brenna Morse in the first base coaching box. Head coach Mark Homer in his 11th year in the third base coaching box. Deepest team he's ever had here at Attleboro.
Very deep team. There's that knuckleball. Call it a knuckle curve or just a straight knuckle. Never seen anything like it. Jenna features a slip pitch, but she only throw that once or twice in a game.
Yeah.
We've obviously seen that knuckle now as one of her pitches in her repertoire as a direct changeup.
She's thrown that 4 times in this game, which is more than she threw it in 4 innings against Methuen.
Interesting. Okay.
In the round of 16. Full count to Magnan, the sophomore. Down the middle, fouls back to stay alive. Count remains full.
So that's a little bit of scouting there by Coach Carrazza, knowing Attleboro, they are deep like themselves, 1 through 9. He had to have been amazed as well, just how close the 2 teams are. And they've played similar opponents as well. Both teams have played King Philip, Bishop Fian, and Franklin this year, with varying levels of success for both teams. We'll get to that after this pitch.
Full count to Magnan, the sophomore. Take something off that. A lot of spin on that ball. Fouled back. And the catch is made. Nice catch by Clay, the senior receiver.
Fielded very comfortably by Clay. Took the mask off. Let the ball come back into her as a catcher instead of trying to catch it away, and caught it up against the chest.
This brings up Avery Graziosi, the sophomore third baseman.
She has a home run and 3 RBIs in the playoffs to go along with her 9 home runs and 25 RBIs in the regular season.
Second highest on the team. 18 runs scored as well. Fastball fouled back 0-1. Avery, a sophomore, came up as a freshman halfway through the season. And how's this for varsity debut? Game-winning hit in her first varsity game last year.
It's a good way to start your career.
Yeah.
Bridgewater-Raynham has beaten King Philip this year and McCoy Wall 17-4 early this year, but then lost in a rematch 8-0.
Fouled back. Count is 0-2. Pretty high spin rate on these pitches from Delano.
Attleboro lost to King Philip twice. Bridgewater-Raynham lost to Bishop Feehan 10-7, but beat Bishop Feehan 2-1. Attleboro swept Bishop Feehan this year,
including 7-1 in the playoffs.
Yes, Bridgewater-Raynham beat Franklin 10-2. Attleboro split with Franklin this year.
Take something off that ball, slowly hit, fair ball to third, fielded by Cross, high throw. Graziosi will stay at first base, has to get back on the bag just in time. Call made by Joe Montero down there.
You go with a hit or an error on that one? I think she may have beat it out. What do you think?
I'll let you decide.
I'll go with infield single. I
Okay.
think she was going to beat it out. It was close. It was a slow roller. She was hustling all the way.
So infield hit. So that's Attleboro's second hit of the game. No error because there was no advance on the high throw. Abby Freeze, the sophomore designated player, left-handed batter. First pitch swinging, lofts it to the center fielder, Morelli, who makes the catch to end the inning. So for the Bombardiers, no runs. One more hit, so they have 2 for the game. No Trojan errors. Attleboro has left 2 runners on base. We head to the third inning. No score on AACS 96 Sports.
Falls AC, 8 Stack Road in North Attleboro, supports high school sports in our community at every level. Opened in the early 80s, owner Angelo Cavallari is proud of their 40 years of service to the Attleboros. Falls AC is open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. They have lunch and dinner daily, banquet rooms for your meetings or get-togethers, and dart leagues. The entire staff at Falls AC wishes the high school athletes the best of luck in every game. Falls AC, 8 Stack Road, North Attleboro, 508-695-2688.
Welcome back to AACS 96 Sports, an MIAA Division I Elite 8 playoff matchup. As Coach Corazza for Bridgewater-Raynham, he's been in charge for 27 years, 17 times. Has made the quarterfinals at least in the D1 playoffs. Won a state title in 2014.
So no early vacations.
Yes,
for
right.
Coach Carranza.
Here comes Claire Roy, the outstanding left-handed slap-hitting leadoff hitter. She plays right field, just a junior. Away from the box, steps up, blasts it up the middle. Callahan knocks it down, throws to first in time for the out, 1-3. That's getting a small star in my scorebook.
Something actually we commented on in the Feehan game of Jenna actually fielding a position a little bit better. She deferred a few to Lola, but there was one to her left that I thought maybe she should have gone after a little bit harder after.
Chloe Martin has the Trojans' only base hit. She's a slap hitter as well. Looks at ball one outside. She had a base hit to left field, first pitch swinging her last time up.
And Ella Maynard has a hit to left as well.
Ah, yes, sorry.
Don't want to disrespect the Trojans.
Exactly. Who's on their white uniforms, their red socks, the exact same pattern as the St. Louis Cardinals of Major League Baseball fame.
Yes.
1 ball, 1 strike.
So with their red uniforms looking a little like North Attleboro, so Attleboro should have no problem motivating themselves.
Right. Jackie Fasante even with the bag at first. Graziosi in at third. Ball inside. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Trying to work inside on the slap hitter, which forces your hands to come way in. You kind of have to inside out your swing on that one. So if she can get that call against the slap, that might be an effective way to get the slap hitter out.
Martin with a .358 average, 24 hits on the season, 7 runs knocked in, 16 walks, so she's got a good eye. Just missing high, 3-1.
That's my first personal ooh. I thought that one might have caught the letters.
I thought our umpire got that right. But then again, I don't share any genetic material with Jenna. High in the zone. If Blossom was a ball, you got to call that one a ball.
No, exactly on that. Yeah.
There's the first walk for Jenna. And that's just her 28th walk on the year in her 103rd innings. This is her 103rd inning pitched of the year. This brings up number 3 batting, Avery Ehrlichman, the first baseman. She drove the ball deep to center field. Nina Sullivan tracked it down for the Bombardiers. Ball outside, 1-0.
Did you give it a star?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
That was a bigger star than the star for Jenner's play.
So 1-0 to Ehrlichman, who came into the game hitting .443.
Ground ball slowly hit to the second baseman. Magnan gets to first base in time. They throw to second, but heads up base running by Martin. She's safe at second. So 4-3 if you're scoring at home. Tougher play than it looked.
Well, I think off the bat, it looked like it was going faster than it did. And then it slowed down. And Magnan hustled, and a real nice play. Like, she snapped the ball to first, and then Fasante snapping the ball back to second. But Martin wasn't going anywhere. That's just a design play to see if he can catch somebody making the turn on the throw.
Sam Clay, the only senior in the lineup for the Trojans, looks at ball one outside. Jenna got her in a strikeout the first time up. Intentional walk.
Interesting. On an 0-1.
So that puts runners on first and second, 2 outs. And this brings up Madison Delano, who flew out to Savannah Bodecker, who made a nice catch in right field her first time up.
Interesting decision. But now they're going to put in a courtesy runner for the catcher, Clay. And that courtesy runner is
number 4,
Kaylee Machado.
A freshman. Yep. Thank you very much. So courtesy runners. So for the pitcher and catcher, you can bring in a courtesy runner as many times as you like. For the other players in the lineup, they're a pinch runner, and you can have re-entry once for the other position players. Pitchers and catchers get unlimited re-entry.
Right. With the same person.
Yes.
Like, now Machado will run for Clay the whole game. And I wrote it in the wrong spot.
Called strike. There it is, that pitch to the outside corner. And when Jenna Callahan's on, that's what she's so effective at doing, hitting the corners.
So interesting move there on the 0-1 intentional walk. Setting up the force out at all the bases, but 0-0.
Just missing. High, 1-1.
So we'll see if that play. It's funny. I feel like we do more second guessing in football and basketball. There's not always a whole lot to second guess in baseball and softball. And
Clay has knocked in 26 runs this year and with 22 hits. So 2 balls, 1 strike.
No, and it's only because she got her on strikes in the first inning and was up 0-1.
Yeah.
On that one. No disrespect to Clay, the tremendous player that she is. Just missing on the outside corner.
2-2. Wind picking up, blowing out to left.
I got 3-1, Paul.
You're right.
Delano hitting 368 on the year with 17 RBIs. RBI situation here with 2 outs. Runners will be off on contact.
Ooh, take something off that. A breaking ball, swing and a miss, 3-2.
So now runners, not only will they be off on contact, they will be off on the pitch on 3-2, 2 outs.
Machado at second base. At first base, Martin at second. Popped up towards right field again to Bodecker, who makes the catch to retire the side.
And the intentional walk pays off, Paul.
No runs, no hits, but 2 more runners left on base for a total of 4 in the game for the Trojans. We head to the bottom of the third. No score in this Elite 8 playoff game on AACS 96 Sports.
W.H. Riley is here when it comes to heating your home or business this winter. W.H. Riley & Son always welcomes new customers. They're a family-run business serving the Attleboro area since 1873. They offer heating oil and propane with 24-hour emergency service. For more information, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or their website, whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873.
Welcome back to AACS 96 Sports. Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan for this Division I Elite 8 playoff game. Last home game for the Bombardiers, win or lose. The semifinals and finals at neutral sites. I'll be at UMass Amherst on June 13th calling the softball state finals. Not sure which teams are going to be playing yet. And of course, if Attleboro should make that game, there'll be a bit of a conflict for me. Do I work for NFHS or do I work for the local station?
Let's hope there's a conflict of interest for you, Paul, from me.
I've had the privilege of calling 2 of Taunton's 5 state title games.
That's not a privilege.
Only screwed up the batting order once. That was at Worcester State where they make you call the game from behind the center field fence.
Oh, I've had to call football games from a corner of an end zone off a rock. So, boo-hoo for having a straightaway camera.
Nina Sullivan, senior captain, along with Jenna Callahan, looks at ball one, low and outside. Nina, an outstanding senior, Miss Personality on the team. Spitfire, Nina Sullivan, and that's meant as a compliment.
Oh, absolutely. 381 on base percentage, a couple stolen bases, including one in the playoffs.
Ball too high.
It's at her best when she's attacking the ball with quick hands at the plate.
Yep.
Has a couple doubles on the season as well, 4 of them to be exact, 17 runs scored. Operating out of that, again, that double leadoff type of thing.
Yep. Takes something off that pitch, fouled back. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. And you see how quickly Clay, the senior catcher, reacts behind that plate. She is a darn good receiver.
No, she's a very, very good catcher. It looks like she controls the game. She looks very comfortable on the pop-ups already. 2-1.
Looks to the bench to get the signals.
I know how much you love that.
Called strike on the outside edge, 2-2.
So when Coach Carrazzo started 27 years ago, do you think he was calling pitches from the bench?
Mike Sakosha started that with the Anaheim or California Angels back in the day. There's a shot to right field coming in, then going back over the head of Roy. Sullivan heading to second base, and she'll stop there as Roy recovers quickly. A double for Nina Sullivan.
Again, as mentioned, Nina's at her best when she's attacking the ball. She attacked that 2-2 pitch, pulled it over the right fielder's head, Claire Roy.
It was funny because, 4 years of varsity softball for Nina. There was a point earlier in the season where she lacked a little bit of confidence, which I had never seen in Nina.
You know how hitting is such a humbling game.
And then in that next game, she went 2 for 4 with a double, and she's been back ever since. But I was thinking, lack of confidence. Nina, that's not your style. Here comes the leadoff hitter, Jenna Callahan, all-time leader in career base hits for the Bombardiers, which Lola Ronayne will probably pass next year. Fouls it off to the left, 0-1. She flew out to the left fielder, O'Keefe, for the first time up. Jenna's hitting near 600 on the season.
Yeah, and she's had a good playoff, and again, she then got some gap power, the occasional pop power over the fence.
4 home runs.
Right.
4 home runs. Yeah, 592 is her official average coming in. High. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitcher against pitcher here.
And friend v. friend. I know they were texting each other yesterday. That's the one fun thing about all these tournaments and club teams and AAU teams. You get to know so many people that end up becoming your teammates, and then you play against them in another league, and it's fun.
2 balls, 1 strike. If I hit you in the head with a pitch, honest, I didn't mean it.
That's why we wear helmets.
Yes, right. 2 balls, 1 strike to Jenna Callahan, 4-year varsity player here at Attleboro. First player in program history to go over 100 base hits.
Committed to UMass Dartmouth.
Ball 3-1.
You just mentioned how.
Yes, I know. And of course, and then Jenna with a small smile on her face. But Lola Ronayne, who's just a junior, again committed to UMass Amherst, she's the first Attleboro player to go over 100 RBIs
in a career.
Career, and she's got a senior year to go. Ooh, a high pitch out of the zone,
not the pitch you want
off.
3-1. You want to be a little bit more patient, take that deep breath, know your zone, and set up a situation where it's first or second, nobody out for the hot Bennett and the hot Ronayne coming up behind her.
Jenna with a...
I'm sorry, she's strong with 2 strikes on her as well, typically.
Pink batting gloves. Fastball fouled off to the left. Count remains full.
That was weird. I did not see that come off the bat. I couldn't find it. I thought it went to left field, and clearly just went off the backstop and almost came back into her batter's box.
Right. We got to have tell Bridgewater-Raynham they got to check out their backstop camera here, because that took a foul ball earlier, and the camera's askew towards left field.
Oh, askew.
They'll have to watch our AACS broadcast. Fly ball to left center field on the run. Nice catch by Morelli in center field, tagging and moving to third, the speedy Nina Sullivan.
Callahan just missed that ball to left center field, but the center fielder, Morelli, goes over, but smartly, Nina Sullivan tagging up on the play. So first runner to third base for either team.
Yep.
No, second runner, 1 for Bridgewater-Raynham. First runner to third base for Attleboro with 1 out for Raina Bennett.
No, Kevin, I want you to know she's your daughter. If I could, I'd credit her with a sacrifice on that.
And now you can't.
That's not how the stats work.
That's not how the stats work. If she had scored,
yes,
you could give her credit. Now you want to blame Nina for not scoring.
Yeah, should have scored from second on that tag up. Raina Bennett, the freshman catcher, hitting .368. Ball just missing inside 1-0. And again, if you take away the first 4 or 5 games of the season, her average would be well above 400.
Yeah,
took her a while to adjust to Hockomock League play, but my stars, what an outstanding last 3 quarters of the season she's had.
She kept her confidence up. Credit the upperclassmen as well. Like, nah, you're fine. You're doing good. Coaches believed in her as well. And again, it allowed catcher Sullivan to go to center field, catcher Bodecker to go to right field to solidify the outfield as well.
And again, in that round of 16 victory over Thean, Sullivan with 2 outstanding catches in center, and Bodecker with an outstanding throw from the right field corner that led to an out. Fastball looped.
Drop.
Over into right field. That's going to be an RBI single for Raina Bennett. That is her 13th run knocked in of the year. Attleboro leads 1-0. A just missed play for the Trojans.
2 good things on that. Well, one, Sullivan with her 18th run scored of the season. But smartly on that play, Paul, I looked back, Sullivan was tagging up on that play. So even if that ball was caught by the second baseman, Martin, that was pulling her away. Yeah. I think that would have been a sac fly at the very least, because she would have had to get up and fire a strike to the plate. Sullivan's fast. I don't know if they would have got her.
Attleboro's second hit of the inning. Now I was looking down at my
book. It came right at me, Paul. No flinch. Wait, is a blink a flinch? Because I blinked. I didn't flinch. I didn't blink.
Again, Kevin and I, we each have 4 flinches on the year. In our 10 years working together, only once have I flinched less than you. To heck with the
MIAA.
That
was right at me. I would have needed a glove for that one.
To heck with the MIAA playoff game. Kevin and I have a flinch contest going. Lola Ronayne is up. Fouls that back.
Hold on, Paul.
Almost made the catch.
You think the catcher Clay would have gone up and over the fence and caught the ball, but no.
Well, she's never
hit the bar.
Yes, she's never seen Fear Strikes Out with Jimmy Pearsall of the Red Sox climbing the backstop.
So I was going for my second catch.
Yeah. Count is 0-2 on Lola Ronayne, 33 career home runs.
Lola just needs to simplify her swing a bit right now.
Yeah, she's taking big
cuts.
cuts.
And just, a little bit of contact and move Bennett along.
29 runs scored, 42 runs knocked in. Oh, there's a shot.
Or she could go yard.
Field. 34th career home run for Lola Ronayne. She is up to 44 RBI on the season after 51 last year. Attleboro leads 3-0.
And a huge 2 runs for Ronayne as she scores her 30th run of the season. And Paul, that is hit number 100 for Lola Ronayne on a home run in an elite game. Hit number 100. Lola Ronayne, congratulations, Lola, on your 100th hit of the season.
Of the career.
Of her career, not of the season. That'd be one heck of a season.
Yeah, really.
I wish she's had.
3-0 Bombardiers on 5 base hits. That blast. And again, normally Lola's home runs are well over the fence. That was more of a 205-foot home run over the 200-foot symmetrical fence around this field.
You need to get it about 203 when you go with the outstretched outfielder's arm, and that one went, like you said, about 205.
Outstanding effort by O'Keefe in left field. Call strike on the outside edge to Savannah Bodecker. 0-1.
But from an Attleboro point of view, more importantly, now leading 3-0. As you see some adjustments being made second time through the order for Attleboro. Is obviously the home run, a double, and a single. 3 hits in this inning for Attleboro.
Ball 1-1. And it's funny for Lola, she was swinging from the heels earlier in this game. That was a more controlled swing and better results.
Oh, so she listened to me and she simplified her.
I'm sorry, were you speaking?
No, exactly. She's better when she's not listening to me.
Beautiful pitch.
Is that a curveball?
Yes, a late. It's more of almost a slider.
Yeah.
A late break on that. Caught the outside corner, 1-2. Nice pitch by Madison Delano.
1-2 to Bodecker, coming in hit 800 in the playoffs.
Fastball.
That's a fair ball.
Nope, that was foul.
Ooh. You actually had a better angle. Yeah, you did. I thought maybe it went right over the bag. You were just a little bit more to my right and down the line. So.
You talk about this being a dirt field.
Yeah.
And you don't get the true bounces you do in the turf field. That took a kick to the left right before third base.
Okay.
And Mark Homer gently asking the home plate umpire Steve Merdician and accepted the explanation.
Well, and he does have the best angle, more so than the first base umpire for sure.
And again, he moved behind the plate and got in position to make that call. High, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Should be mentioned the tremendous turnout here on the campus of Attleboro High School. I mean, from all around the outfield fences to behind us, down the lines as well. Great turnout for the 11 a.m. game.
How many snuck in through Capron Park?
I'm not at liberty to discuss that situation.
Fastball,
Number.
lofted, tough play, and I can't call that an error. An error is if you fail to make a routine play. That ball had so much spin on it.
You couldn't put that much English on the ball if you were playing pool.
Yes,
And
right.
it spun away from the third baseman, then it respun, it looked like, away from the shortstop.
Yep.
Shortstop, and that situation, Maynard just didn't have a chance to throw out Bodecker hustling down the line. Infield single for Attleboro. That's their third hit in a row and fourth hit of the inning with just one out.
So Attleboro now with 6 hits total, 3 runs, 3-0, all here in the bottom of the third. 3-0 lead over the Bridgewater-Raynham Trojans. Outside to Sophie Borges, the left fielder, who grounded back to the pitcher on a nice play by Delano in the second inning.
And that was one of those spin balls, too, wasn't it? That she kind of cue shotted it, I think, back to
Yes,
the pitcher, if
exactly.
I'm remembering correctly. It's possible I'm not. Want to note to the senior going to CCRI to continue playing baseball, softball.
Shot, foul. Coach Homer in the third base coaching box making no effort on that.
Good for him.
Yes.
I stopped doing that, too, a couple of years ago. Like, who am I trying to impress?
Want to say hello to Greg Homer, better known as just Greg Homer, head coach Mark Homer's son. If you're in Arizona and need some contracting work, look up A Resilient Contracting, resetting the standard. That's Greg, G-R-E-G, at A-R contracting.com. Fastball
that
up in the
rise
zone.
again?
Yep, swing and a miss, 1-2. Greg, unlike his sister Brianna, the apple of Coach Homer's eye, the light of his life. Always a wonderful, compliant, gifted child. Just Greg, well, a source of constant frustration, but boy, he's grown up to be a productive adult. And again, that high
rise.
fastball for strike 3, and that is the 1-2, third strikeout for Madison Delano.
No walks, correct? for
Correct.
Delano? Okay, because I don't have any written.
Yes.
I'm not always correct on that.
That is the second out of the inning. This brings up Kaylee Magnum, the sophomore who fouled out to the catcher, and a sneaky tough play by Clay. And there, at the last second, Mark Homer decides to let it go by. 0-1 to Kaylee Magnan.
You've seen the movie Major League?
Yes.
I won't use all the language, but enough of that ole that Roger Dorn put on the ball. Mark Homer with the ole. Get in front of it, Dorn.
Ball outside as she did not offer on the bunt attempt. 1-1. Kaylee with an on-base percentage of .291 coming in. 3 doubles, 8 runs knocked in.
And hitting .625 in the playoffs. Obviously, that was going to be a bunt for a hit situation. And with 2 outs.
Big RBI against Fian. Fouled off to the left. Count as 1 ball, 2 strikes to Kaylee. And as a pitcher this year, Kaylee, the only member of Attleboro's staff, she has 17 strikeouts in 13 innings pitched, more Ks than innings pitched. She's 1-0 on the season. 2.15 ERA.
Yeah, I would say her fastball is similar to Jenna's, but her changeup is just that much slower than Jenna's, and it's a tremendous changeup, resulting in more strikeouts per inning pitch.
Maddie Delano outside. Maddie is 10-4 on the season for the Trojans. The count now 2-2 to the sophomore Kaylee Magnan for Attleboro.
Again, Delano's whip 1.63, Jenna's 1.53, almost the same pitches, off by 0.1 from each other.
Called strike 3. Beautiful pitch on the outside corner. 4th strikeout of the game, and that will end the 3rd inning. But the Bombardiers send 7 players to the plate. They score 3 runs on 4 more hits, so they have a total of 6 in the game. No Trojan errors, and Attleboro is now left 3 runners on base. An RBI single by Raina Bennett, and a 2-run homer for Lola Ronayne. 3-0 Bombardiers. Will be back for the 4th.
Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 30 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers, from oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks. Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545, or at claudinosautorepair.com.
Welcome back to AACS. Welcome back to AACS 96 Sports, and I said 15, our old channel number.
You know how many times I think it's in my head, it just rolls, and every time you see the 96, it confuses me for a second.
If you're watching on the AACS YouTube channel, please feel free to hit that like button. That pleases our underwriters who make these broadcasts possible. You can also leave a comment or sign up to subscribe to keep track of all of the Blue Bombardier sporting events. And Kevin, what's your rule on a positive comment?
Please leave comments positively anytime you like.
Start
if it's a
typing
negative,
right away.
Start typing right now. But if it's a negative, please wait 24 hours and let's have a well thought out conversation.
With evidence supporting your criticism.
Yes.
Called strike on the outside edge to Ella Maynard, the sophomore outstanding defensive shortstop. She had a base hit to left field and was stranded at third base in the second inning. Great diving catch against Methuen.
Oh, no kidding.
In the round of 16. Fouled back, count is 0-2.
Bit of a drop there and got Maynard to go after it for the shortstop. And Maynard, again, hitting .339 with a .424 on-base percentage. These averages on both teams are just so impressive.
18 runs scored, 13 knocked in. And Maynard went 3 for 4 with 4 RBI in the victory over Methuen. Oh, and there's the changeup, swing and a miss, ball in the dirt, throw to first base, so that's a K, and a 2-3 for the putout if you're scoring at home, and that's Jenna's third strikeout against 1 walk, which was intentional. I'm sorry, 2 walks.
No, 4 strikeouts.
4 strikeouts and 2 walks.
2 walks.
One
of which
intentional.
intentional.
I think good. Here comes the left-handed batting Maddie Morelli, the junior center fielder. She reached on a fielder's choice. Slap hitting, slowly hit. That's going to be an infield hit. A swinging bunt for a base hit for Morelli, their third of the game.
Yeah, she had reached base on a hard-hit ball to left field in her first at-bat, but would have gone down as a fielder's choice. Actually, it wasn't that hard. It was kind of like soft. It just got past Ronay, and they had a chance to get a play out at second. But reached base on a fielder's choice. That's an infield single, as you mentioned, Paul. More of a swinging bunt so far in. Bennett couldn't get out. Callahan couldn't get to the line, and Graziosi couldn't get in fast. And by the time they threw it, it's just too late.
And Jenna Callahan, the pitcher, just went over and slapped high fives with Avery Graziosi.
Keeping everybody up, so good job.
Gabby Cross, sophomore third baseman, looks at ball 1 low.
Didn't know if be in a bunting situation with the .328 hitter O'Keefe on deck. Cross, who did strike out her first time up.
She's knocked in 13 runs on the year, scored 6. Good year for a sophomore. Just missing high, 2-0. Very consistent strike zone by home plate umpire Steve Megardishian.
Cross will look for something now. Yeah, it's been a good, very consistent strike zone. One or two oohs, but that's because I got my blue glasses on at times.
Right. Low, 3-0.
We'll see if Cross has the take on right now. I was starting to work away from takes on 3-0. A lot of times pitchers just take something off of it and they float it down the middle.
It's only the second 3-ball count of the game here in the top of the fourth. 3-0 Bombardiers. Fastball. Ooh, ball 4.
Coach Homer did not like that call at all, Paul.
Jenna's third walk. Again, head coach Michael Carosa in the third base coaching box for Fee, and he's going to call time and I believe use a pinch runner. And we'll see who this is.
So this is that situation where if you pinch run and then you reinsert her, you can't pinch run again for her without risking her coming out of the game.
And we'll catch the number here. And that's number 11, which is Kaylee Richmond. Thank you. Kaylee Richmond is the pinch runner. She's a sophomore. And Richmond has been used mostly as a runner this year. 6 runs scored in pinch running situations. And Mark Homer calling for a conference at the mound. And I should have gone to a break, but I didn't.
That's okay.
Yep.
I can say something.
Yes.
I think the visit is more, well, it was a four-pitch walk just to kind of settle Jenna down. But more, I think, to get a bunt defense in play, because on deck is Claire Roy, the .468 hitter who's 0 for 2.
Yep.
So some experts would say she's due.
Yep.
So my guess is it's a bunt situation here for O'Keefe, which was set up second and third, 2 outs on a successful bunt. The most successful bunt would be a bunt single.
Sun coming out here. I'm thinking of flipping my collar up to protect my neck, but Kevin would call me a preppy. First pitch, missing low. Ball 1 to Matty O'Keefe. Grounded out to shorter first time up.
Strike 1.
Strike 1, sorry, low in the zone. Thank you.
Not showing bunt on that, so now, will she now? Nope, walks outside.
There we go. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1-2. O'Keefe again hitting .328, 400 on base percentage. Claire Roy sitting on deck in her .468 batting average. Good spot, just missed low. It's a good spot. Tried to get O'Keefe to go after it. Did not. She did not bite on that pitch. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike. O'Keefe 7 walks on the season, 400 on base percentage. Again, not a number 9 hitter, a second leadoff hitter. Jenna takes something off that. Foul to the backstop. Count is 2-2. And boy, O'Keefe, really good job of keeping her head down and moving her body into that pitch.
Yes. Now, well-schooled again, well-taught, good mechanics at the plate for Bridgewater-Raynham. Again, statistically, 2 evenly matched.
Take something off that.
Don't throw
Caught
it.
by the third baseman, Graziosi. Tries to go across the diamond, not quite in time. And Mark Homer checks with the home plate umpire, who agrees with the call by Joe Montero. But again, that 1, I think Joe got the call right. 2, you're almost 90 feet away from first base making that call.
Right, and Lola looked to second, and the runner on second, Morelli, go back right away. Then pivoted to first.
Right.
Very close play. And I think Lola did the right thing looking at second base first.
Yep.
Because that was the play closest to her. And not that she should have, but had she looked to first, she would have had the double play.
I thought
But
Graziosi made that catch, the third baseman, but
yes, what did I say?
Lola.
I thought it was left at shortstop. Was that Graziosi?
She cut in front.
Oh, okay.
Count is 1 ball, 1 strike as Kevin and I try to do our job and catch up with what's going on in the game.
Was strike 1 first or was strike 1 second?
It's it was 1-0, now it's 1-1.
Okay, thank you.
Ground ball, slowly hit, fielded by Ronayne. Can't make the play, infield hit. That is the second infield hit of the game, 4th in total for the Trojans. And there's the speed of junior Claire Roy.
And I was kind of blocked by the pole. Did that ball just get past Jenna and Lola's coming in?
Yep.
And Lola actually tried to back pick pinch runner Richmond at second and almost had a play. Magnum was very close to second on the back pick and ruled safe. And interesting, and a heads-up play by Ronayne there.
Bases loaded with Chloe Martin up, who has a base hit to left field and walked. Called strike. Fastball by Jenna Martin. On the season, .358 average, .482 on base, 7 runs knocked in, 28 runs scored. She's walked 16 times.
Important for Jenna to get that first pitch strike to work ahead in the count.
Lofted towards center field. Running catch by Nina Sullivan. She's got a diving catch and a running catch in center field, which is why we're contractually obligated to refer to her as the greatest defensive center fielder in Attleboro softball history. I don't know if it's true or not, but I believe it. More importantly, Nina does.
Nina believes it, and if you don't, well, go do the research to tell us who's better.
So for Bridgewater-Raynham, they leave the bases loaded. They have now left 7 runners on base. The Trojans have no runs on
8 in, 11 out.
On
Thank you.
On 4 hits.
Actually, they've left
1 out. Yep.
They've left 8 on base.
Okay. 8 on base. Let me clean that up. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning. It is 3-0. Attleboro Blue Bombardiers over the Bridgewater-Raynham Trojans.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Massachusetts needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Welcome back to AACS 96 Sports. Paul Healy along with Kevin. That's going to leave Mark Callahan. 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the fourth. Joe Montero, our base umpire from Case. Hi, I'm a Westboro High School grad in Central Mass, and in 1970, my brother John's senior year, when he was MVP of baseball, basketball, and football for the Rangers, Westboro was undefeated that year, 9-0. John had 18 touchdowns, 15 of them covered more than 50 yards. They had a 13-6 victory over Case and Joe Montero that year, who was a junior. Case completely shut down Westboro's offense. My brother had an interception return for a touchdown and a punt return for a touchdown. Westboro won 13-6.
Wow.
On the way to their 9-0 undefeated season. Ball one to something you care about more, this playoff game. Avery Graziosi reached on an infield hit in the second inning.
There's that knuckle curve left up just high or just out of the zone, very close. It looked like Delano may have wanted that call, but I'm not sure if it was too high or just out.
Avery hitting .284, 9 home runs, 25 runs knocked in, swing and a miss. Again, took something off that pitch, 2-1, as Avery was swinging from the heels there.
Reached on it again. Avery kind of like Lola needs just to kind of relax, not overswing. She's got the mechanics and the athletic ability. When she just swings smoothly, the ball will carry itself. You don't have to overswing.
3-1 again with both Avery Graziosi and Lola Ronayne. They get the barrel of the bat on the ball.
It's going.
200 feet
right
to the fences almost isn't fair.
I would personally like to see, as the players keep getting better and better, I'd like to see 225 to the fences. I think that would be good at the college level and the high school level.
Ball 4 high, and that's the first walk of the game against 4 strikeouts for Magnan. I also think, again, when I was in high school in the 70s, softball, and my phone's ringing, softball was 10 players aside in the field defensively.
I'm glad they don't do that now.
Oh, I know, absolutely.
But that back in I'm sorry, and I'm not meaning to make fun of you. Was that back in the slow pitch days of slow pitch?
No, it was still fast. Well,
it
was fast pitch, but they weren't pitching very fast.
Well, and I bring it up because when I graduated Cumberland in '88, they were still playing slow pitch.
Oh, wow.
On the girls' side. It was just starting to switch. Some teams weren't, some teams weren't. So that's why I was asking about the 10 players. Sam Fasante is in the pinch run for Avery Graziosi right now, number 4.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Could be a bunting situation. I keep saying the word situation. Everything's a situation. Could be a bunting opportunity for Abby Freeze here.
And again, Sam, the younger sister of Jackie Fasante, who's doing an outstanding job at first base for the Bombardiers. Abby Freeze flew out to the center fielder Morelli her first time up. Ball high from Madison Delano.
Record show I'm 0 for 2 and calling for bunts, 1 on each team. And I'm sorry I missed the cue when you talk about Westboro football, that I didn't bring up Howie Long in the clip.
Well, that was 1975.
I thought
that
you were
was
queuing me up. Ooh, better check on blue here for a second.
Let's see. My brother John, seen his varsity career, 18-12. He had 30.
He said he's good. So
got hit right in the mask.
Yeah.
Count is 1-1. Yes, my brother John had 34 touchdowns in high school. I had 0 touchdowns, but I was clipped by Howie Long.
There it is.
In the fall of '75.
You didn't think it'd be possible working into a softball game. But
Well, high. 2-1 to Abby Freeze, the sophomore DP.
So the umpire gets hit in the mask, and he says, I'm good. I'm reminded of a slap shot of the Hanson brothers. Yes. We're in the head. Yeah, we're in the head. They're in the head. Gotta get them in the dome. Time to work slap shot, it's always good.
Yes. Foul the way. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, my favorite live for slap shot. Dave's a killer. Dave's a mess.
Look for Fasante to go in motion here. Bennett has a stolen base. Fasante also has good speed. 2-2. Abby Freeze looking for something here on 2-2 that she can put in play.
3-0. Oh, shot to the shortstop. Fielded by Maynard. Goes to the second baseman. Martin for the out at second. And boy, oh boy, Maynard, a smooth shortstop there, just a sophomore. So out at second on a 6-4 play is Fasante, the pinch runner for the first out. Reaching first on a fielder's choice was Freeze.
And here's a rule I didn't know you could do. Now pinch running for Sam Fasante.
Okay, that's interesting. So the same pinch runner for this. Yeah, that's.
Okay.
Okay, when I become benevolent, sorry, you got to use someone else in that situation. But
and the fourth. Oh, okay. You learn something every day. I did not know you could do that exact move.
3-0, bottom of the fourth, 1 out, 1 on. Nina Sullivan is up, had a double to right field and scored a run her first time up. Pardon me? Fasante was out at second as a pinch runner, and then they're using Fasante again as a pinch runner for the next batter in the order, Abby Freeze.
Fasante was running on that pitch, bit of a hit and run there, or Nina was just free to swing. It would have been a strike. 0-1 on the foul ball. We'll see if Fasante stays in motion.
Nina, left-handed batter.
1 for 1 on the day. It doubled and scored just last inning.
On base percentage of .381. Oh, slowly hit
towards
towards first base. That's going to be an infield hit. And the ball is thrown away, and players will advance on the error. So runners at second and third now for the Bombardiers. So that's an infield hit for Nina. And then the runners advance on an
E3?
Yes.
I think she, because she
tossed it
tried
wide.
So second and third, 1 out. Attleboro with a chance here to increase their lead as they lead 3-0 with just 1 out. Now if Jenna does what she did in her last at bat, that would be a sac fly.
Attleboro up to 7 hits now on the game. Jenna has flown out to left and flown out deep to left center field. Pops that up to the left side. Tough Sun, nice play by the shortstop Maynard.
Jenna just a little too over anxious again. I don't know if the situation, not the situation, just like a little pumped up, needs to settle down just a bit, because that's a huge second out now for Bridgewater-Raynham.
And again, Jenna coming in with a batting average of .592. I'm trying to remember the last time I saw her retired 3 straight times by one of her really good friends, Madison Delano.
Sometimes you get a little amped up when you're facing somebody you know as well.
2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position. Raina Bennett, the freshman catcher, had a base hit to left field and stole a base in the first, had an RBI single to right field on a bloop, and scored on the Lola Ronayne home run in the third. 3-0 Attleboro, bottom of the fourth, 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position.
Should Bridgewater-Raynham get out of this, look for a slight momentum switch, as Bridgewater-Raynham is going to be feeding off that going into their next at-bat.
High and outside. 1-1 to Raina.
By the same token, look for Stan Fasante. We haven't seen anything past any catcher today, but look for her to be aggressive on a ball that gets past Clay behind the home plate.
Biggest crowd we've seen for a home game here on the campus of Attleboro High School. High and outside with that changeup. 2-1.
Sullivan with a aggressive secondary lead, as you would imagine, in a second and third, 2 outs. Bridgewater-Raynham against Attleboro. And looking to score on contact, or will be off on contact.
Yep. This is a huge at-bat.
2-1.
Fastball called strike, 2-2.
As Bennett has gotten more comfortable with the season, she didn't go after that one. She went after one earlier, 2-0, and has just gotten better with her approach at the plate as the year has gone on.
Looking for a pitch in her wheelhouse. If not there, let it go. Wait for the next one. Take something off that. Swing and a miss. Clutch strikeout for Madison Delano. Her 5th of the game against just 1 walk. So for the Bombardiers, no runs. 1 more hit for a total of 7 in the game. No Trojan errors. Attleboro.
No, there was 1 error that got them on the third, but it did not hurt them.
So 1 Bridgewater-Raynham error. Attleboro has now left 5 runners on base. After 4 full, 3-0 Bombardiers on AACS 96 Sports.
Thank you to D&M Pizza for sponsoring programming on WARA. 3 generations of the Stathakis family has been proudly serving the Attleboro community. Pizza, subs, and traditional pasta dishes using fresh ingredients since 1985. Whether you need a single meal or catering for your event, D&M has options for you. They are open Monday through Friday from 11 to 9 p.m. and Saturdays and Sundays, noon to 9 p.m. Located at 290 County Street, you can contact them at 508-226-2355.
Well, something we normally have to say 3 or 4 times a game, and it's just the first time we said it today. Time for a correction and amplification. The first pinch runner for Avery Graziano was
Brooklyn Cameron, number 7, feeling better.
Yes, she missed with 104 fever, missed the round of 16 game against Bishop Feehan. And to make it worse, not only was she home with a fever, she had to listen to us all game.
Yes, on the broadcast.
So she was the original pinch runner. Brooklyn Cameron.
Yes. And then Sam Fasante
Yep.
became the pinch runner, who we thought it was at first.
Yeah.
Was the second pinch runner.
You thought it was, and I foolishly listened to you. We head to the top of the 5th as the Trojan will send up their 3, 4, and 5 batters. First up will be left-hander Captain Avery Ehrlichman, the outstanding first baseman. She was robbed by Nina Sullivan in center field in the first, grounded out to second base in the third.
A nice play by Magnan on the ball to second base, as it looked like it was faster off the bat than it was, and then she made a really quick snap throw to first base to get her out.
And because Mark Homer, Attleboro's coach, is so old, they go old school, and freshman catcher Raina Bennett calls the pitches. Jenna Callahan accepts. They pitch, no looking into the dugout.
Jenna it's taken a few years, has gotten more comfortable shaking off the pitch. It doesn't happen, the catcher. It doesn't happen too often,
Yes.
but the first couple of years, she did not feel comfortable doing that. I said, well, if you have a thought, talk to your catcher and, and work it out, but you have that, ability to, you have that right to. Don't do it all game.
And there's a discussion
Not
amongst
quite
the
sure.
coaches and the base umpire, Joe Montero. Not sure what it's about.
We see Coach Homer looking to the crowd, not sure what's up. But we're about to get started again, so.
Probably looking for his lovely daughter, Brianna. Heavens to Betsy, there's no way he could be looking for Greg. There's ball 1 to the number 3 batter, Avery Ehrlichman. What's Avery done this year?
Hold on.
Yeah. Ground ball.
Foul ball.
Just foul as Jackie Fasante gets her glove on that. It's 1-1. I'm telling you, Jackie, her range has improved at least a step both ways, right and left, as this season has progressed.
She's gotten better, and her stretches have improved as well.
0-2 is the count. Thank
and
you.
Ehrlichman is hitting .443. She has 31 hits on the season. Change up.
In the dirt, Bennett throws to first. Fasante with the catch. That's Jenna's 5th strikeout of the game. Second with a assist for Bennett and a putout for Fasante.
It's a big strikeout. Again, we talked about Bridgewater-Raynham maybe wrestling away a little bit of momentum after the last inning. To get the 3-hitter out to start the inning almost kind of like negates the momentum. Now you get back to just normal play without the emotion as involved.
Sam Clay, the only senior in the lineup, the outstanding catcher, looks at strike 1. She struck out looking in the first and was intentionally walked in the third.
On an 0-1 count, which allowed us to discuss X's and O's.
Fastball, ground ball to Graziosi at third. The sophomore across the diamond in time. 5-3 if you're scoring at home.
You really, really should be, because to have a record of this game would be huge for you.
Plus, if you're keeping score at home, you too can count the mistakes we make during the broadcast.
There's not enough slash marks in the world.
Well, that's why it's up. Notice the sharp point on my pencil and very little left on the eraser.
I'd still do a game in pen. I still trust myself.
Madison Delano, the pitcher, who was flown out to right field twice. The first time in the second inning, a great catch by Savannah Bodecker. Looks at, ball 1 high. Ball 1 high, yep.
Maybe out, maybe high.
Outside 2-0. Again, I don't want to curse our umpiring crew, but Steve Megardishian behind the plate and Joe Montero on the bases, they haven't given us a darn thing to complain about yet.
What they have is, well, they have a presence that some umpires don't have, that they're in control of the game.
My brother Michael used to call that a command presence. 2 balls, 1 strike. There are 2 kinds of people who need command presence: drill sergeants and umpires.
Yes. I saw one once in American Legion baseball, and I remember saying to the coach, I was an assistant coach, something about that umpire, he just commands presence. I don't know if I use those words, but that was the point.
Low,
excuse me,
ground
swing
to Magnum at second, throws to Fasante, a 1-2-3 inning for the Bombardiers. We head to the bottom of the 5th, 3-0 Attleboro. Bridgewater-Raynham, no runs on 4 hits, 1 Attleboro error, 8 runners left on for the Trojans. Bombardiers have 3 runs on 7 hits, 1 Trojan error, and can't read my writing. 5 runners left on base for the Bombardiers. We'll be back on AACS 96 Sport.
Thank you to Butler Tire Sales for sponsoring programming on WARA. Butler Tire Sales on Route 1 in North Attleboro is a full-service tire seller and auto repair shop. They're a 60-year, third-generation business founded by Austin Butler in 1965. They have a selection of new tires to choose from. Butler Tire Sales open weekdays from 8 to 4. You can contact them at 508-695-0681 or visit them at 404 East Washington Street in North Attleboro.
Welcome back to AACS 96 Sports. Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan. Noah Jones running our graphics. Jim Jones is the engineer in charge. Finish your story about that umpire with command presence years ago in a Legion game.
Coach of the game with John Purdom in American Legion, and at the end of the game, it's John. It goes something about that umpire. It's just the way he called the game. Nothing controversial, just his presence. Yeah. He said he reports to single A tomorrow.
Wow. To begin his career as a professional umpire. Lola Ronayne will lead off. She struck out swinging in the first inning, just her second strikeout of the season. And then in these playoffs, Lola's sometimes trying to do too much in the batter's box. She relaxed her second time up and on an 0-2 pitch. An 0-2 pitch blasted a 2-run homer over the left field fence to make it 3-0 Bombardiers' 34th home run of her career.
And 100th hit of her career. So 34% of her hits have been for home runs.
Wow.
See how quickly I did that math there?
He thinks good. 13th home run of the season.
Okay. Okay. The base umpire wasn't in position. Yep. I don't know if he went to go get a drink or something.
Water. A drink of water. We want to make that clear.
Not to speculate that the umpires are drinking.
Yes.
It is afternoon. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
The umpires seem to be
that we know.
Yes. The umpires seem to be hiccuping a lot during this game.
Is that a bottle of water? It's a bottle of something.
Oh, no. To show you how different the world was in the 60s. Lola Ronayne steps out of the box again. 1 for 2 today with a 2-run homer. She now has 44 runs knocked in the season. She scored 30 runs.
We are in the bottom of the 5th of this 7-inning game. Ooh.
High and inside, ball 1.
If there's a criticism on that on Lola, she's got to get the bat down. She ducked, left the bat right there. That ball was closer to hitting the bat than her helmet. So you'd hate to see a foul ball, or worse, a fair ball, go off the bat.
Madison Delano, 5 strikeouts, 1 walk, and that changeup again stays high. 2-0 to Lola.
Looking for hit number 101.
Oh, God. Can't believe the memory I just had. I'll share with you in a minute. 3-0, which will horrify our younger listeners, but it was a different world in the 60s.
It's like the Bad News Bears, Walter Matthau.
Yeah, this might have been early 70s when I was playing Little League. 3-0 to Lola Ronayne. Ball 4 high, and that was an intentional walk.
Yeah, that's tough. To lead off the inning. Yeah.
Second of the game.
Who's calling me?
Tom Rafferty tried to call me earlier. Where is my phone?
Spam risk. You want to say hi?
This brings up Savannah Bodecker, who was struck out, reached on an infield hit in the 3rd inning. Savannah having a great playoff. Attleboro's 3rd playoff game. Just missing high. Ball 1, and again, Madison Delano came into this game with 93 strikeouts and 87 in her 3rd innings pitched.
I have Delano for 91 pitches. We'll check in between innings to see where we're at with the pitches. But pitch number 92 coming up.
Took something off that. Called strike.
Dropped in. She had thrown 5 in a row, so I think she did something. That was almost like the 3-0 strike.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to take something off. I need to reestablish the strike zone, reset myself, and now attack. Oh, Bodecker. Yes, she thought all that.
Yes. High, 2-1. The sun has gone back behind the clouds, so I've flipped my collar back down so I don't look like a preppy anymore. Thank heavens.
Amongst words that we can say on air.
Yes, really. Pompous. Remember, folks, I'm not an egomaniac. I'm just too self-centered. Inside corner, turning on that and blasting it foul was Savannah Bodecker. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Did a nice job of turning on that. Got the hips going just a little bit out in front of it, but might even send a message to Delano, like, okay, maybe we don't go back inside on that. And from Savannah, maybe she catches more of the plate, or see if she works her outside on the 2-2 pitch coming up.
Just missing the inside corner. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Or completely go back inside.
Yes. But take something off it. More spin on that ball. This is Bodecker's first game in the cleanup position in the lineup.
Yeah, it's I think a good spot for her as well. They fiddled around with Graziosi. It's been a successful spot, no matter who they put there. Ronayne off.
Shot to left, just foul. Count remains 3-2.
And Ronayne looked like she was off, at least on contact. Couldn't tell she was off. I had my head down, looked up, saw her running, but she would have cruised into third base on that. Dead ball low. And I know she looked at the ball go through the infield, but it is a dead ball.
Clay is the catcher. The sophomore Cross at third base. The outstanding Maynard is at shortstop. Martin at second. Ehrlichman at first base. The outfield left to right. O'Keefe, Morelli, and Roy, and they cover a lot of territory.
Yes, they do.
Full count to Savannah Bodecker. Lofted into right center field for a base hit. Ronayne heads to third base. Coach Homer will hold her up. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. Attleboro now has 8 hits in the game. Great at bat.
Paul, we talk about second time, third time through making adjustments. We've seen that change-up curve, knuckleball, throughout the course of the game. On the 3-2 pitch, what Savannah did very well. She kept her hands back. She started bringing the hips through, but she kept her hands back, and then made good contact and punched the ball through the center field. Again, not trying to do too much, just punch it through. Lola off on contact with a real good read. Cruises in the third. First and third, nobody out for Attleboro.
And that got Grandma Laurie off the couch, squaring to bunt, pulling back, but looking a call. Strike one was Sophie Borges, who's ground back to the pitcher and struck out today. 0-1 to Sophie, who's having an outstanding playoff as well.
Down to second base, and that looked with a stolen base for Bodecker. So second and third, taking away the double play. I think that was more, I'm just going to create a little distraction so as not to make a play on anybody instead of just taking it all the way for the stolen base.
Good point.
You flinched.
Rats. And that wasn't even near me.
No, it was right towards me.
0-2 is the count. Kevin now has 4 flinches on the year. I have 5. 8 of our 9 years working together, I've flinched more than Kevin. I think because your brain works slower, but still, a win is a win for Callahan. Rats.
And that was a flinch. Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
it
you already
was.
talked about that. My brain works.
Funny. Just a bit high. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Borges.
Doing a nice job not going after the high heat there on 0-2. And a great pitch by Delano. You want to see, people have been chasing the high stuff. So a nice pitch, good idea to go after Borges, who is 0-2 on the day with a strikeout. Hitting very well in the playoffs.
Fastball. Oh, that's lofted deep to left field. Touchable. Home run. Sophie Borges with a 3-run homer.
Her first career home run, Paul. And it couldn't come at a better time.
In an Elite 8 playoff game. It is 6-0 Bombardiers in the bottom of the 5th. Wow, wow, wow.
And you may recall last year, Borges had that ball that was caught against Fian as the left fielder fell through the fence. We thought it was a home run. We thought it was a sac fly. It ended up just being an out and a dead ball with only one person advanced. And that she showed the home run pop. And again, Sophie, 7-14 in the playoffs with a double, a triple, 3 RBIs. Now at a home run, another run scored, 6 RBIs. And she raises her, she comes in with a 353 average.
Nobody out. Remind me of my early 70s umpire story, Little League umpire story I've got to tell you at some point. What a clutch hit for Sophie Borges. Oh! And heading out, senior catcher Samantha Clay is going to talk to the pitcher, Madison Delano, who, by the way, can pitch for my team anytime.
No, absolutely. And she does on my daughter's team anytime. Hey, guess who we got a shout out from?
Who?
Ryan Dolinger.
No kidding.
Yes. Old friend Ryan Dolinger, after working 1 year with you,
2
only
years.
2 years with you, moved 1,000 miles away.
Yes. I drove him that far away back to King University in Tennessee, where he was a pitcher for that school. He now works in their athletic department.
He's watching the game in Richmond, Virginia. Hello,
Wow.
Ryan. Bob Westwater watching the game up in New Hampshire. Couldn't read his text because of the sun glare at the time. I'll get back to it later.
Ball one high to Kaylee Magnan, 0 for 2 in the day, but outstanding defense at second base. Great to hear from Ryan.
Yes. He was fun to work with.
Oh, yeah. Shot, line drive to the shortstop Maynard. And I'm sorry, that's bad coaching by Mark Homer, as he simply had Kaylee Magnan hit the ball too hard.
And again, we've said this about other players in the past. Again, Kaylee being younger, sophomore, make sure she doesn't get down on herself. That ball is hard hit as anything. If that shortstop's not there, that's a double.
Right.
Because it's getting past the left fielder and center fielder. It's a rip of a ball. Abby Freeze had a ball hit like that last game as well. Keep them up. Great approach.
Ball high to Avery Graziosi with an infield hit and a walk. Ball one. Avery on the season. Take it, Kevin.
Yeah, absolutely. 284, 338 on base percentage, 9 home runs, 25 RBIs, including a playoff home run against one Bishop Fian.
2-0. That was a back-to-back home run situation.
Yeah, Lola with the inside the park home run that was up for debate amongst people. I still come down on the side of home run for a variety of reasons. It was about a 50-50.
Whether it was a triple with a throwing error. Ball
Right,
foul
exactly.
back, 2 balls, but I reviewed that when I got home, and that they had no shot at getting her at the plate. That was an inside the park homer.
And that's ultimately how I felt based on everything. But, and we talked about how many home runs were robbed from her by not having a fenced field this year. So good to get one back anyway, and in a playoff game. And did I mention they beat Fian?
Yes, 7-1.
It's the first time Attleboro beat Fian in the playoffs after knocking Attleboro out 2 of the last 3 years.
Right. And Ryan Dolinger, he always came to games as a color commentator so well prepared. And then there was the basketball game out in Springfield.
Yeah, we traveled together.
Where the equipment failed. And because I'm a flip phone...
Oh, you did one with him?
Yes.
Because I did one with him out in Springfield as well.
Because I'm a flip phone carrying techno moron, I had no idea how to solve the problem. So hold on. Oh, there's that changeup.
Oh, it dropped in for a strike, but it bounced before the plate, Paul.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
All right, I had a bad view on it, so I'm being overruled by the crew. Thank you, Jim. Actually, I appreciate that.
2 balls, 2 strikes. But Ryan pulled out his smartphone, found something called a hotspot, which is beyond my technical expertise. Ball high, 3-2, and was able to connect us to the station and get the broadcast on.
All right.
Well, I was sitting next to him saying, huh?
No, he told you, here's a buck. Go get me a water or a soda. Let me go fix this and get out of my face.
Take your stupid flip phone and get out of the way. Called strike 3 as outside corner. That is the 6th strikeout of the game for Madison Delano. Attleboro leads 6-0 in the top of the 5th.
Coach Homer trying to get the team back up. Not quite sure. Coach Homer's talking to somebody. Not sure who. Yeah.
Left-handed hitting Abby Freeze, the sophomore DP.
Swung right through that 0-1 for Abby. And I don't know if he gave her numbers. 297 with a 375 on base percentage. She's worked 7 walks, including and has in playoffs coming into this game 429 on base percentage.
Yeah. Oh, there's a shot, but foul. That's going to carry well beyond 200 feet. But the count is 0-2, as they say, just a long strike.
In case you were wondering, and you probably were, she does have a home run on the year against Oliver Ames.
And it's a funny game, baseball or softball. She had a lightly hit infield hit in the first. That ball went about 225 feet, and it's just a strike.
Not sure. Maybe I'm complete speculation as umpire is checking on Delano. I wonder if the heat, like, it was a little bit warmer today. He just went to go check on her, see if she was okay. I didn't see anything. Ooh, she turned it on the inside changeup for another foul ball. I don't know if you saw anything, but it looked like it wasn't an argument or anything. Matter of fact, she's the beneficiary of a few calls this inning. But I think it was more just to check on her, see if she was okay.
Count remains 0-2.
2 outs with 3 runs in on the Sophie Borges home run this inning. 6-0 Attleboro, bottom of the 5th.
Shot, line, and look at that line shot to the second baseman for the 3rd out of the inning. But the Bombardiers, Lola Ronayne walked Savannah Bodeker with a base hit to right field and a stolen base, and Sophie Borges with the first home run of her career, a 3-run blast to give the Bombardiers a 6-0 lead as we head to the top of the 6th on AACS 96 Sports.
Thank you to Butler Tire Sales for sponsoring programming on WARA. Butler Tire Sales on Route 1 in North Attleboro is a full-service tire seller and auto repair shop. They're a 60-year, third-generation business founded by Austin Butler in 1965. They have a selection of new tires to choose from. Butler Tire Sales open weekdays from 8 to 4. You can contact them at 508-695-0681 or visit them at 404 East Washington Street in North Attleboro.
Welcome back to AACS 96 Sports. I want to apologize to our underwriters. I was supposed to run 2 underwriting announcements there, not just one. But, yes, Butler Tire in North Attleboro. D&M Pizza in County Square in Attleboro. Barrows Insurance in town since 1977. Falls AC and Banquet Room in North Attleboro. W.H. Riley & Son, they've been around since 1873, which is even longer than WARA personality Dave Kane's been around, but not by much. And Claudino's Auto. I want to thank them for fixing my brake line so I could make it home a few years ago. And yes, they charged me. Ella Maynard is up, the sophomore shortstop. Ground ball to Lolarone, gets a good hop across the diamond in time. 6-3 if you're scoring at home.
You better be.
Yes. Coming in, Ella had a base hit to left field and was stranded at third base and struck out.
Coming into this inning, Jenna had 70 pitches through 5 innings.
Wow.
1 pitch, 1 out,
Yep.
71. I can do that math quickly.
Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
This brings up left-handed batting Maddie Morelli, the outstanding junior center fielder, reached on a fielder's choice and had an infield hit, one of 4 Trojan hits today. Strike 1 on the outside edge, slap hitter from the left-handed box.
Funny to see the slap hitters for Bridgewater-Raynham. I feel like there's been less slapping through the years. I could be wrong on that. Just up, just out.
1 ball, 1 strike. And Morelli with a .403 on base percentage, 11 walks, 18 hits, 19 runs scored, couple of stolen bases. Low. 2-1 or 3-1?
2-1.
2-1, thank you.
You're welcome.
Can't believe I flinched. And that's going to cost me the season series because this is our last home game.
It's not over yet.
Called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and again, Jenna finding that corner.
There's a couple I disagree with. But 2-2 now to the 7-hitter.
Call. Strike 3, inside corner. Again, Jenna against Weymouth in the first playoff game after 11 days off, had trouble finding those corners since the 3rd inning of the Weymouth game. The young lady has been on. That is her 6th strikeout today. And Jenna now has 91 on the season.
Missing just low to the 8-hitter, Gabby Cross, who's been reinserted back in the game, as you probably expected. Strikeout and a walk, stranded on second base in the 4th inning.
And another and again, for Bridgewater-Raynham, just 1 senior in the starting lineup. Their future looks bright. Called strike, 1-1. Gabby playing third base. Strong arm.
Very strong arm. And a good bat, too, if I'm not mistaken. 260, 5 doubles on the year. And a shot, through the glove. He's still got a chance.
Sliding.
Yep.
Sliding into first base, and you calling that an infield hit or an error, Kevin?
I'm going to have to go with error on that one.
Okay.
It was hard hit.
Yep.
But it went off her glove and through her legs.
Okay.
I don't think Kaylee realized that they had a shot at her right away. Hesitated in a very close play at first, but a 2-out error there.
The winner of this game will advance to the Final Four to neutral site, and they'll play Central Catholic, who beat Malden Catholic yesterday 6-3. Called strike on the outside edge, which means Central Catholic against Malden Catholic. After that game, There were some very, very happy nuns on one side and very disappointed nuns on the other.
Was that in the NCAA basketball tournament, the famous nun?
Left field, Borges comes in. Whoops. It gets by Sophie. That's going to be a base hit, and that's going to be an error for the Bombardiers.
Okay.
Their third of the game is now Bridgewater-Raynham refusing to go away with 2 outs, has 2 runners in scoring position, trailing 6-0. So that's a base hit to left, and then an error allows the runners to advance.
So back-to-back errors. One was off a single, and now Coach Homer calls a timeout. Again, the old settling things down, maybe wrestle away a little bit of momentum from Bridgewater-Raynham as they flip the order over. Claire Roy coming out for her 4th time in 6 innings, second and third, 2 outs. And just kind of maybe settle things down. Let's get the out. Get the out at first. You're in a situation later in the game where you don't have to worry about the runners. You know, try to almost with the approach of it's bases empty. Even on a base hit to the outfield, they can convey this message depending where. Maybe you're just going to second base. You're not even throwing home. Don't give extra bases. Is
Exactly.
What I'm saying.
The goal now is to record 4 more outs.
Right.
Not worrying about the runs. So Bridgewater-Raynham out with 5 base hits on the day, and they're at the top of the order with the outstanding Claire Roy, who was 1 for 3 today with an infield hit with that incredible speed on that slap-hitting attack from the left-handed batter's box. Foul back, strike 1.
That foul ball may have hit everybody. Her, Bennett, the catcher, and the umpire.
Steve
0-1.
Megardishian, who looks okay.
He's had a tough day physically. Not calling the game, physically behind the plate.
Claire Roy back in the box, but she advances when the ball leaves the pitcher's hand. Just missing inside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Now, how do you know somebody's fast? When you're with 2 outs, your best arm is playing in at shortstop with runners on second and third to take away that slap to the opposite side. Rolla does have good range.
I'll tell you how Methuen played defense against her. Outside, 2-1. Methuen, they brought their second baseman and shortstop in against the slap hitters, Claire Roy. The left fielder and center fielders played on the edge of the infield and outfield grass. Only the right fielder was playing deep. Fouled off to make the count 2-2. I was talking to Coach Mark Homer about that, and he indicated it was a very, very unique approach, but he doesn't have the guts to play against a team like this with only 1 outfielder.
And then to your point, Sophie Borges in left is well, and Nina Sullivan is shaded towards left center field. Bodecker seems to be straight away.
Shot. Fielded by Fasante at first base, steps on the bag and has to rush to get there ahead of Roy. 3 unassisted, so the Bombardiers again escape a jam, and we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Attleboro ahead 6-0. Bridgewater-Raynham, no runs on 5 base hits. 3 Attleboro errors now, and get this, the Trojans have left 10 runners on base. How's that for clutch pitching in clutch situations by Jenna Callahan?
I didn't realize it was 10, so. All right.
All right. We want to thank all of you for tuning in, especially Ryan Dolinger.
Yes. Thank you, Ryan.
All
Down
right.
in Richmond, Virginia.
We'll be right back on AACS 96 Sports.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last class? Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? Because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day. Interscholastic sports in Massachusetts. This message presented by the MIAA and the Massachusetts Secondary Schools Athletic Directors Association.
Welcome back to AACS 96 Sports. Paul Healy along with Kevin for you Tommy Boy fans. That's going to leave Mark Callahan.
5 going in.
Yep.
For the pitcher.
And then is number 7 moving to third base? Okay. So coming into pitch is number 5, the freshman Carly McEwen.
And where will she hit?
I believe. Oh no. Number 8 is staying in at third base.
Oh, he did say 5 for 7, so it looks like Delano is out.
Yep. And again, it's such a hot day, humid day, she might be exhausted. So taking the 5th spot in the batting order will be the freshman Carly McEwen.
4 RBIs on the year, but more importantly for McEwen, not a stranger to the circle. 44 innings pitched on the year, 40 strikeouts, and a 4-3 record on the season. And you saw her pitch the other day in the 11-2 win.
Yep.
Again, both teams, with a secondary pitcher that they use, quite often. Attleboro using Lola and Kaylee, kind of like combined in a way, and now Bridgewater-Raynham using McEwen.
And Carly with a bit stronger fastball than Delano, and that just misses low and outside.
I thought I heard strike, and I was waiting for the hand to come up, but it didn't. Yeah. So,
but it's a different look, and again, the third and fourth time through the order, Coach Carrazzo likes to go to a different pitcher to make the batters adjust late in the game.
Well, and it makes sense. Well, the score is 6-0 in favor of Attleboro. It's the bottom of the sixth. You can't afford to give up any more runs. In last inning, not only did Attleboro score 3, 2 of the 3 outs were rockets to the shortstop and the second baseman. So they were just getting to Delano a bit. It's I think a good move by bringing in McEwen.
Nina Sullivan is up ahead 3-0 in the count. Nina had a great catch in the 7th inning against Bishop Fian.
Yes, she did. Wow.
Going back away, she was like a wide receiver catching an over-the-shoulder long bomb.
She tells me after the game, I didn't even know I caught it. I go, don't tell me that, Nina.
Called strike on the outside edge, 3-1, and she has a diving catch today and a catch on the dead run.
Yeah. With a double to right and an infield single. Ball up.
Ball 4 high. So a leadoff walk, and again, Nina, great personality, quick wit. You try to tease Nina or give her a hard time, and boom, she fires right back.
Can't get anything past her.
No. Top of the order, Jenna Callahan, amazingly 0 for 3 on the day. She came into this game hitting .592. Looks at ball 1 low. Jenna came in second on the team with third on the team with 22 RBIs. 45 base hits on the season, including 9 doubles, 3 triples, 4 home runs, including the game-winning home run in the bottom of the 7th against Franklin. Ground ball.
Ooh, that took a hop
That
over.
took a bad hop. That's an infield hit, not an error.
Going to
third base. Throws a bit offline. Sullivan holds up. Callahan moves to second. So that's going to be a base hit for Jenna Callahan. And moving to second on the
throw.
Throwing,
I'm going to go on the throw.
Yep.
Paul, you want to go error or do you want to go on the throw? Because I think as soon as she was going to third,
good point.
she was going to go to second.
Okay, so no error on that play then, right? Or do you want to?
Yeah, I'm going to go. It's clearly not a double. It's not what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
I think.
Because Nina Sullivan was going to third base
she was going
anyway.
to third, so they were going for third. The throw was offline, but I think as soon as it got past the cutoff, Jenna was taken off the second no matter who caught it. Nobody caught it, so it wasn't an error. So I'm going to go with no error.
Okay.
And the situation's the same, second and third, nobody out.
6-0, bottom of the 6th inning. So this brings up Raina Barrett, the outstanding freshman catcher.
It's Rona Barrett.
Yeah, no, Raina Araujo Bennett had a base hit to left field and a stolen base in the first, was stranded at second, had a base hit to right field and scored. An RBI single to right field and scored in the 3rd inning, struck out swinging in the 4th.
What?
Oh, I didn't tell my umpire story.
And ball in play.
Ryan, hang on. I got a story for you about how different Little League Baseball was in the early 70s. Might get in trouble with the FCC. Ground ball fielded by Cross, comes home, and Sullivan is out at the plate.
So she was off on contact, Paul, on that play. Taking third is Callahan. Chances that you can take when you're up 6-0. The throw was high, but it was a well-hit ball by Bennett, and Sullivan really without a chance at the play.
And Coach Homer over at third base, he's been very, very aggressive all season sending runners. That's one of the few times it didn't work out. Nice play by the sophomore Cross at third base. Low pitch, nice stop by the senior Clay behind the plate.
And I'll tell you why it wasn't a big deal to have her thrown out the plate. In a normal world, they throw out Bennett at first and at second and third.
Yeah.
Well, Bennett just took second base on a stolen base, and second and third one out. So the situation's exactly the same.
And except Lola Ronan is up.
But she would have been up anyway.
Called strike, 1-1. Lola of 34 career home runs. She struck out swinging, just her second strikeout of the year in the first. A 2-run homer to left in the third. Walked and scored in the fifth. Bottom of the sixth, 6-0 Bombardiers. 2 runs in scoring position with their best hitter up.
And just a moment of syntax here. She called time and stepped out. The umpire did not grant her time until the pitcher didn't pitch. So make sure the umpire grants time. That hit her.
Hit by pitch. So now the bases are loaded for the Bombardiers.
And I'm laughing because Raina Bennett was on her way to third, and wondering why Jenna wasn't running. Like, well, it's a hit by pitch. Right? Yeah. It's a dead ball. Everybody go back. But now Savannah Bodecker up. The bases loaded. 1 out. So because of that, Bridgewater-Raynham has their middle infielders back to try to turn a double play. Outfield is deep. Right field's in a little bit.
Ball 1 low.
Strike.
Sophie. Oh, strike 1. Thank you very much. Sophie. Savannah struck out swinging, had an infield hit in the third. Base hit to right center field and scored on the 3-run homer by Borges in the fifth.
2 for 3 for Savannah, who came into the game hitting .290, but in the playoffs, .800. So her 2 for 3 brings her average down.
Wow. 1 ball, 1 strike to Savannah Bodecker. High, 2 balls, 1 strike.
What year is McEwen? Just curious.
Freshman.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Anytime you can get underclassmen quality minutes in any playoff game, any varsity minutes, it's such a key situation.
Shot up the middle.
Ooh, that took a spin.
Yes, spinning ball, base hit, 1 run scores. Oh, now Lola's caught in the middle of a rundown. Now Savannah's caught.
I think they're just going to let everyone go back.
Wow, and they all get back to keep the bases loaded. So scoring was Callahan, right? No.
Yeah, yes.
Yes.
Yep. I didn't know until I called in the circle.
Now, are you calling that an error or an infield hit because of the incredible speed?
That spin on that ball was incredible. She went up the middle, and it spun to her backhand. She dove back, knocked it down. Really no play. I have to go with a single on that. And actually, I thought Bridgewater-Raynham, they could have had Lola and Savannah off base. I actually think they did the right thing, Paul. Had they gone after Lola or Savannah,
Bennett scoring.
You're Bennett scoring. You risk more runners scoring by throwing the ball around. And Bridgewater-Raynham's not in a position where they can give up any more runs, as it's now 7-0 Attleboro.
Bombardiers now with 12 hits on the day. Fly ball to right field by Borges. Catch is made by Roy. Throw is over the top. Lola Ronade coming home, and she is safe.
She dropped the ball.
Yep. So that is a sacrifice fly for an RBI for Borges.
Scoring Bennett. And then
Lola Ronane coming around from first base on the fly ball.
No, she came around from second.
That's
Savannah
right.
Bodecker
That's
went
right.
for first or third, but I'm going to go with an error on the right fielder for overthrowing the catcher. That's what allowed Ronane to come and score. When she slid, the ball popped out of Clay's glove.
Yep.
The catcher Clay's glove, and allowing her to be safe. It was bang bang. It looked like the umpire was about to call her out, but she popped it out. Attleboro with 3 more runs this inning now lead 9-0 in the bottom of the 6th.
9-0 on 12 hits for the Bombardiers, and 2 now Trojan errors. And it's ball 1 to Kaylee Magnan, the outstanding sophomore second baseman and future hurler for this Attleboro club.
Lined out to short, very hard last at bat.
Foul, and nice play by Cross, the Bridgewater-Raynham third baseman, to prevent yet another third base coach for Mark Homer on the season.
Exactly.
Uh-oh.
She may have fouled that off her foot. I did not see that, and Jim Jones, engineer in charge, did see it. So it's an interesting play. You could put in Sam Fasante.
Yeah. And Kaylee Magnan trying to smile, but also can't put much weight on that left foot at all.
So if you're looking for a potential substitute, it would be Sam Fasante, who has played second base this year and has played well. Her and Kaylee are kind of going back and forth. Yeah. Kaylee just kind of assumed more playing time in the playoffs. So she looks like she's going to do
Tough
the old
it out.
grin and bear it.
Yes.
Because we actually
literally
saw her grin it.
Yes.
and now she's bearing it.
Count is 1 ball, 1 strike for the Bombardiers. 9-0 now in the bottom of the 6th. And I got to get to that story so Ryan can get on with his life.
Ryan's not even listening anymore.
Ball
no, of course
high.
He is. Of course he is. 2-1. Oh, yeah, 2-1. Okay.
Yep.
So I saw the 2 dots, and I thought that was a strike.
Yeah, Kaylee has fouled out to the catcher on a nice play by the senior Clay. Struck out looking and lined out to the shortstop Maynard. Ground ball into left field for a base hit. Another RBI for Kaylee Magnin, her 9th of the season. 10-0 Bombardiers.
I think it's 12. For those that may be wondering, I think it might be 12 is the run rule, I think. Well,
Attleboro's 4th base.
10-0.
Fourth run of the inning, 4th base hit of the inning, an RBI single for Kaylee Magnin after fouling a ball off her left foot.
Answering many questions from many people. Yeah. We all thought it was 10, and we're a little surprised it's not. We think it might be 12 now.
And this is showing the Bombardiers, again, they've had outstanding teams under Mark Homer. They've never had a team this deep in the 11-year coaching career of Mark Homer. It is 2 balls, no strikes to Avery Graziosi with an infield hit.
Again, the winner of this game will get Central Catholic. On the other side of the bracket, you got Taunton playing Newton North, and Shrewsbury playing Franklin.
Home of the Colonials.
Ooh, that was a strike on the inside corner. But again, a pitch that you do not want to swing at with 0 or 1 strikes.
2 balls, 1 strike to Avery, who's 1 for 3 today. Low. 3-1. Avery.
Sorry, my head in the book.
338 on base percentage, 1 double, 9 home runs, 2nd on the team, 25 runs knocked in, 2nd on the team, 18 runs scored.
Ooh, up and in for ball 4.
And Avery
working more walks later in the year, doing a real nice job on that, not helping the pitcher out going after high balls.
And Sharon. In round 8 or greater, there's no mercy rule.
In round 8 or higher, there is no mercy rule. In the grade 8, no, the elite 8. I like grade 8.
Yeah.
I used to watch Great Babe. All right, too much. Remember that cartoon? Or are you too old for that?
I'm too old for that one. Why?
You would have been about 15.
Give me my Bugs Bunny.
Oh, yeah, I watched him too.
Or Marvin Martian. Swing and a miss on a nice breaking ball to Abby Freeze, the sophomore DP. Is that 0-2?
0-2, who lined out very sharply the second base in her last at bat. Abby represents the 9th batter this inning as Attleboro has tacked on 4 more runs to lead 10-0 over Bridgewater-Raynham.
Slow ground ball fielded by the pitcher McEwen over to first base to retire the side. But the Bombardiers play 4 more runs to make it 10-0. How many base hits? 1, 2, 3. 3 more base hits for a total of 12. 2 errors have been committed by the Trojans, and the Bombardiers have left 7 runners on base. I do a pretty good Marvin Martian.
Yeah, that wasn't bad.
Where's the earth-shattering kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom. And then, so the difference about how our culture has changed so much since the late 60s, early 70s. Well, actually, let's get to a break real quick here on AACS 96 Sports.
Thank you to Barrows Insurance for sponsoring. Falls AC, 8 Stack Road in North Attleboro, supports high school sports in our community at every level. Opened in the early 80s, owner Angelo Cavallari is proud of their 40 years of service to the Attleboros. Falls AC is open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. They have lunch and dinner daily, banquet rooms for your meetings or get-togethers, and dart leagues. The entire staff at Falls AC wishes the high school athletes the best of luck in every game. Falls AC, 8 Stack Road, North Attleboro, 508-695-2688.
We head to the top of the 7th inning, 10-0 Attleboro. So I'm playing Little League in the late 60s, early 70s in Westboro. And there was an umpire called Mr. Parker who, and again, that's back in those days, nicknames were still okay.
Right.
So his name was Mr. Parker. Everyone called him Porky. 1, he was an outstanding umpire. He was the best umpire in Westboro Little League. 2, after the 4th inning of every game, Mr. Parker would take a, quote, cigarette break. And he would have one of his cigarettes and enjoy an adult beverage from a flask.
Telling you, it's Walter Matthau on Bad News Bears.
Exactly, while umpiring a Little League game, and nobody blinked an eye.
No.
Nobody blinked an eye. Top of the 7th, Chloe Martin is up, junior second baseman. Called strike on the outside corner.
0-2.
She is 1 for 3 today with
1 for 2 with a walk.
Oh, with a walk, and a base hit to left field. Jenna Callahan, ground ball to Ronayne. Across the diamond, sidearm sling, 6-3 if you're scoring at home. 1 up, 1 down.
Where's your clicker?
For the layman, Tim Jones says, defensive players have positions. The pitcher is number 1, the catcher is number 2, first baseman number 3, second baseman number 4, third baseman number 5, shortstop number 6. So the shortstop number 6 threw to the first baseman number 3. Ground ball back to Callahan, position number 1. Bobbles it, but throws it to Fasante, position number 3. 1-3 if you're scoring at home. 4 pitches, 3 pitches, 2 outs, top of the 7th.
There's 2 outs.
Yes, 2 outs.
We played 3. Okay.
Unlike
good. Where's your clicker that Coach Fern gave you?
It's in the car. Unlike the Weymouth game, where I announced Attleboro the winner after 2 outs in the 7th inning. Umpire threatened to throw me out of the game. You have 1 job, pal. And after I said that, Weymouth came back with 3 straight hits and scored a run. This is Avery Ehrlichman, the junior first baseman. She's a team captain as a junior. Flown out to center on a great catch by Nina Sullivan. Grounded out to second. Oh, I'm sorry. This is
foul.
Foul ball.
On the 92nd pitch of the game by Callahan. That might be the hardest hit ball that she's given up today on that foul ball. 0-2. Ehrlichman. I have Clay up. Did we mess up? We both.
Why is number 10 up?
I think they're batting out of order. You have
the first batter, Chloe Martin, grounded out to short.
Yeah.
She led off. Why is number 10?
I'm
so
not sure.
Chloe Martin is the number 2 batter. Avery Ehrlichman's the number 3 batter, but someone else just ground back to the pitcher. Who was that?
How could we? I had that as that was supposed to be Ehrlichman. This is supposed to be Sam Clay. I think they batted out of order. But it's only if she gets on base, Coach Homer can call him on it. She's just
There's the slip pitch. Just missing high, and that dropped into the zone, so the count's 1-2, and I don't understand this. The leadoff hitter, Claire Roy, made the last out of the 6th.
Yep.
So this was supposed to be 2-3-4.
Yeah, they batted out of order, Paul.
How is number 10 up now? And Clay is on deck.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. We'll have to go back and rewatch the broadcast, but I believe
something's crazy
here.
here.
Bridgewater-Raynham is batting out of order. We'll see if it comes back.
Yeah, because Clay is now on deck.
Yeah.
So they must have sent a pitch hitter up. Ground ball to Magnum at second. First base in time, and the Blue Bombardiers win. The Blue Bombardiers win, and for the first time in Attleboro softball history, 2 outs. So what did I miss?
What did we miss, Paul?
Oh, so the ground ball back to Chloe was a foul ball off of Ehrlichman's foot. So it wasn't 1-3. So there it is. So, Kevin, that time you joined me on the mistake.
Oh, my God. We all celebrated 2 outs again for the second time in 3 playoff games. We celebrated 2 outs.
So, Coach Fernberg, we're going to need a bigger clicker.
Yes. So that was
the ground ball back to the pitcher was a foul ball off the batter's foot.
Oh, my gosh. Sam Clay is up.
So now Sam Clay is up. Sam has struck out looking and has been intentionally walked and ground out to third. Clay has had an outstanding year. 367 average, 26 runs knocked in, tied for the team lead. Outside, 1-1, so that's what we missed.
Here comes the jinx now.
Yes, my apologies to the Bridgewater-Raynham Trojan fans. So that's why Ehrlichman was up. Her ground ball back to the pitcher was a foul.
Oh, my gosh.
Shot down the left field line, foul. Count is
2 balls, 1
strike.
Sam Clay on the year, and 367 with a 493.
And again,
she has 3 home runs.
She's one of only 2 seniors in the lineup, in the roster, along with Kat Lemieux, the only senior in the lineup. Should have asked where she's going to college.
Yes.
Because she's a good enough catcher to continue her career. just high. Took something off that. 3-1. Jenna taps her chest, saying, on me.
Point for Jenna. Trust her defense here. Settle down and try to get that third out. Or this
Picks up,
fourth out.
picks up some dirt on that hot, humid day. A lot of noise from the Trojan bench. Popped up towards the infield. Graziosi calls it, makes the catch! And the Blue Bombardiers win as Avery Graziosi makes the catch, followed by a wrong Gronkowski spike. We're trying to keep up, Steve Mergadishian. Thank you very much. So for the first time in Attleboro program history, they're heading to the Final Four of the Division I softball playoffs. Congratulations to Bridgewater-Raynham. The future is very bright for a team.
I believe there is a presentation as well.
Yep, for the team that started only one senior in Coach Michael Carrozza's 27th year. So best of luck to the Trojans. Congratulations on a great season, but the Attleboro Blue Bombardiers will now play Central Catholic out of Lawrence, Massachusetts, for a chance to get to the Division I final.
And Paul, do you want to know why I'm a Hockomock snob that I profess?
Hockomock League snob, yes.
Snob. There is a very good chance that the Final Four will consist of Attleboro, Franklin, and Taunton. Should Taunton get past Newton North, and Franklin, who's playing some of the best softball in the state right now, if they get past Shrewsbury. But off to the Final Four for the first time in program history.
No, that's two games in the last three.
2 out of 3.
Not 2 games in a row where we blew the final out. Just 2 games in the last 3. Don't be ridiculous, Jim Jones.
There was a presentation from Mark Cook going on. Mark Cook.
So,
Mark Cool.
Bridgewater-Raynham, no runs on 5 hits. 3 Attleboro errors, 10 left on base, and there's the consolation prize. Here it is. Athletic Director Mark Houle with the 3 seniors, Jenna Callahan, Nina the Spitfire Sullivan, and Sophie Borges, who's had a great playoff run.
All huge contributions in this game as well.
And there's the coaching staff. And again, back in my day, you had a coach, period.
But they did not have enough for the JV program, but they absorbed all the coaching that came up for it as well.
So Bridgewater-Raynham, no runs, a shutout win for Jenna Callahan.
That might be her first shutout. It's definitely her first shutout of the season. That might be her first shutout ever.
Her 13th win of the year against 5 losses. BR, no runs on 5 hits, 3 Attleboro errors, 10 runners left on base for the Trojans. Clutch pitching by Jenna. And there it is, Attleboro with 10 runs on 12 hits, 2 Trojan errors, 7 left on base. And watch those girls celebrate.
Again, advancing as far as further than any other Attleboro program in the history of Attleboro. They made it to the Elite 8 last year before dropping a decision here at home to Bishop Feehan. This year they got a little revenge on Feehan, and now with the win against Bridgewater-Raynham advances to the Final Four to face Central Catholic, the number 2 seed.
Jenna Callahan 1 for 4 with a run scored. Raina Bennett 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored and an RBI. Lola Ronayne, a 2-run homer, 1 for 2, a 3-run homer, a 3-run homer. She also was walked and hit by a pitch. She scored 3 runs today. Savannah Bodecker, 3 hits today, including 2 infield hits. She scored 2 runs. Sophie Borges, a 3-run homer in the bottom of the 5th inning, the first home run of her career to blow the game open, turn a 3-0 game into a 6-0 game. Attleboro goes on to win 10-0. Nina Sullivan, 2 more hits, 2 for 3 from the number 9 spot with a run scored and 2 outstanding defensive plays. Kevin, last word.
Yeah, I mean, from a personal point of view, I could not be more proud. My daughter pitching a shutout in the Elite 8 game, and just so proud of this team, the Attleboro team. Congratulations, Lola Ronayne, on her 100th hit, a home on the home run as well, and a lot of personal milestones on the year. But again, from a team point of view, to advance to the Final Four. One heck of an accomplishment, and so proud and so happy that the run can continue.
And you can argue that there have been Attleboro teams that had as much or more talent, say in the top 2, 3, 4 players in the past. There has never been an Attleboro softball team this talented 1 through 9 in the order.
1 through 9, everybody can hit, and you need everybody. And it's great to see, and just so proud of this team and the coaching staff and the players, and could not be prouder.
And remember, one last note, folks, when a player hits a ball off their foot and it goes out to the pitcher, that's a foul ball.
We missed it. That's 2 out of 3 games. We missed the third out. That's got to be a record. That's a good batting average.
So the broadcasters had more errors than either team today.
I'll take it in a victory, though.
He's Kevin. That's going to leave a Mark Callahan. I'm Paul Oops Healy. Noah Jones ran our graphics. Jim Jones is the engineer in charge. Thank you so much for joining us on AACS 15 Sports. You need rosters? Okay.
Thank you to Barrels Insurance.